Your reputation as young sleuths spread like wildfire, but the town, once buzzing with your investigative triumphs, now lingers in an eerie hush, the hush that follows the demise of a fungi-corrupted dragon at the hands of passing adventurers, leaving the town wrapped in an unsettling silence. No mysteries came knocking at your door, and Mosswallow's once adoring eyes now rested in a state of restive calm. Yet the stillness was a fragile illusion, shattered by the onset of strange occurrences. A tooth fairy mishap with little Ronnie, waking up to mouse droppings instead of the customary copper pieces, became the harbinger of a growing unease, although his older brother was assumed the most likely culprit. Michaelius, the town drunk, spun tales of tiny bald figure attempting a nocturnal dental extraction, leaving him with a mouthful of dust, although he has never been a reliable source. Skepticism lingered, but whispers of inexplicable incidents seeped through the town's gossip-ridden veins. The old graveyard, draped in shadows and history, became a focal point as something or someone sought to disrupt its restful occupants by digging a shallow hole but not reaching its intended target. A potential act of nature, blamed on local wolves, failed to quell this disquiet. Today, Timmy Truffle, renowned for his impeccable teeth, approached you with fear etched across his youthful face. He showed you his most recent lost baby tooth and exclaimed that he did not want to have the same fate as little Ronnie. Timmy sought your aid, offering you each a coveted copper piece in exchange for your protection. His plea echoed in the air as he implored you to stake out his home after nightfall, guarding against the lurking unknown. As shadows lengthen and mysteries weave through the fabric of Mosswallow, your preteen detective skills are once again summoned to pierce the darkness that threatens to engulf the town in its shifting atmosphere where the whimsical meets the mysterious. Your small band faces a challenge that could unravel the very fabric of reality in Mosswallow. And that's your prologue. And since you're all
Ooh.
pretty familiar with yourselves, why don't you give like a brief description? I know you already kind of discussed who y'all are, but if you just want to give a little info about yourself.
Not at for first, because let me just still doing a couple things, and I'm sick. You have to pity me.
I can talk about Odessa. Odessa is actually has bright purple hair and thinks that she uh, is an expert in all things like alchemical or like she's very on her like gadgets and like gizmos and making potions and things like that. She also is has a very short attention span. Um, so she's constantly distracted and bouncing from topic to topic. Thinks she knows a lot about everything, but can't stick with the topic for more than a few seconds.
What?
But to her credit, does know some shit pretty well.
That's wonderful. What's her dog's name?
Her dog's name is Hamster.
And about how old is Odessa? About how old is she?
Almost 10.
Ooh,
Almost.
10 or 9.5.
She will never say that she is 9. She is almost 10.
Love that.
I do love that. Uh, Tulip is a another small being, Kender, who has devoted themselves to the ancient ones because they want to be older, and um, because they are never going to appear older, they constantly cover their face with a nice wooden mask, um, and carry themselves a very big hammer so that they can.
And how old is Tulip? Hey, what's up, sir?
Hey, Sarah.
Hey.
I'm gonna say Tulip is
Yeah.
10. No, 11. Tulip is 11.
And what's your class again?
Paladin.
What about Yenfer?
Yeah. Yenfer is a 11-year-old Herongon wizard. She has kind of a blend of tawny and silver fur.
So cute.
She is precocious. She's very inquisitive. Despite being only 11, she's got the wisdom and the intellect of at least a 16-year-old.
Whoa.
I know, really advanced for her age.
So old.
She can, in fact, she has her horse-drawn carriage permit, so she's pretty proud about that.
That is impressive.
Driving before her peers, yeah.
Everybody
she's
I know
really-
failed the first time.
No, she aced it. She does really well at the academy, and so those skills and knowledge translated nicely. Yennefer's really reserved and introspective. She lives up to her family's last name, Little Word. But she loves to research. She loves to read. She chooses to spend a lot of her time in the library as opposed to not drawing attention to herself. Um, she's really loyal to her friends. She finds solace in the company of her investigative crew, and she really is drawn towards this crew because of they really like her insights when she does choose to speak. So yeah, that's Yennefer in a nutshell.
Sarah, have you made a character yet?
I sent the character link to you just now, recently. I did it very hastily in the last few minutes of work.
Nice.
So,
Do you want to describe your character for the others?
are you guys are you guys are we all remote?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right. Good to know.
For some reason, I couldn't load up the character app.
Oh, you know what I think? Hold on. Let me fix it. Bear with me 1 second here. Wow, I feel like I'm at work. Builder. Go home. Want to go to private public. Okay. Let me send that to you again. All right, should be able to access it now.
Oh, man, I'm digging these characters.
All right. Ara, as she prefers to be called. I think we all grew up in the same town, right?
Up to
Mhm.
you. I mean, makes
Yeah.
sense being so young.
Sure.
Yeah. So, she's a normal size person, but she's found in the woods and adopted by the local halfling family, the Good Apples. um she clearly has some sort of celestial blood, which she seems to try to for right now her hair, which she's dyed a sort of brown, the roots are showing in this brilliant blonde and gold coloring. Her eyes are just all a turquoise color. No irises or pupils or anything like that. And yeah. That she people I imagine when you were very young or when she's very young, people were like, "Oh, give my child the blessing of the celestial realms." And that has become very irritating, and also there's a question of she could be a little crazy. She certainly seems to be talking to herself a lot.
I'm pretty sure all children are crazy.
Or someone. So, yeah.
How do you pronounce her name? Arianelli?
Araniel,
Araniel.
but she goes by Era. Era. Yeah.
And how old is Era?
Probably about 12 or something.
You got a story for Philbius?
Philbius, Philbius is just a same, just an average kid. His family, the Fellfeathers, are from local family. They've been around for forever. He's just the kind of kid that's just nervously and feverishly working on his conspiracy theories in the basement with his old chalkboard and his web of yarn linking all the various things together. And he's to any of you that will listen, he will share his theories. Just worried that everybody's not paying attention and you're not worried enough. You're like, I don't need to calm down. You guys need to calm up, everybody. We need to start getting together and organized on this.
Excellent.
He's 11 years old.
Excellent. So is it a bunch of 11 and 12-year-olds hanging out with a 9-year-old?
An almost 10-year-old. Excuse yourself.
Yeah, I thought she was 10. That's what she told me.
Yeah.
I thought she was
Yeah.
As
12.
far as you know. As far as you know.
But the most important question, did you receive parental permission to stake out Timmy's house?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely yes.
Absolutely, I did.
I don't remember.
Yeah, I can't recall.
Philbius has, while he has overheard more than one conversation his parents have had as they've grown increasingly worried about their young child, and all the time he's spending in the basement with his theories, they have been so far and up till now been permissive and encouraging and whatever to whatever responsible extent they can.
Odessa's parents are very sort of free range parents and let her kind of do whatever it is she's doing as long as they think she's relatively safe. They gave up trying to control that energy a long time ago.
I think Ara often forgets about things like parental when she's off in her own little fighting destiny world.
Excellent. Oh, I put a little invite in the one shot to a what you call it, Albert Rodeo map. It'll be super basic.
Oh my gosh, you're a little bunny? That's adorable.
Yeah, very cute.
Okay. There's Albert. Bandit Captain. That's not correct.
Which will do.
Okay, there we go.
Cool. I think we're all here. So yes, you guys are currently sitting around. If you're looking at the Albert Rodeo, this is the Truffle household. It's relatively beaten around the house as far as like you could walk around pretty well, but then maybe 2 to 3 feet outside of that it starts to get a little more swampy and difficult to get around. So I'll draw out something real quick here. Something like that. So there's like a front door there where the arrow is. You know that Timmy's room that he shares with his two toddler siblings is over here in the bottom right or the southeast side. Maybe over in this area. It is a small yet humble building, about 20 by 30 feet, single story. It's covered in moss. It's built from like local materials and some stuff that's been imported from some of the larger cities. Timmy, of course, shares his room with his two toddlers, one of which sometimes sleeps in his parents' chamber. And there are two barely
What a
open windows.
baby.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got nightmares. Yeah, how would you guys like to go about this? You've all snuck out or walked out of your houses and kind of met up in the center of town and are making your way over to the Truffle residence.
Oh, I need to look at what my spells are.
You can see that it's pretty much starlight with the moon's pretty bright tonight, so you got some pretty decent you can see pretty easily, but there is a rather thick fog that usually hangs around in the marshy areas. It's very thick and kind of obscures your view a little bit.
What, just out of curiosity, in Moss Wallow, if there's a group of kids out late, are we like carted back home? Do people look at that with a raised eyebrow? Or
It's a
kind of
pretty
free
small
reign?
town. There isn't even like a town watch per se. There probably wouldn't be much people out, and this is probably after the taverns kind of closed down for the evening. So there probably wouldn't be many people out and about. But yeah, I mean, children running around isn't that big of a deal, and you guys are known as very successful detectives, so people would probably turn a blind eye to y'all.
Cool.
We're the solvers. We fix problems. We solve them.
You've noticed it too. After we closed the Haddison case, people have been giving us the respect we deserve around here.
It's nice to finally be recognized.
Yeah, as you make your way from you agreed to meet up at the well at nightfall, and you all kind of make your way there, and are pretty casually making your way over to the Truffle household. Sarah, you got the prologue already, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Hold on. I'm just putting in my spelly spells. I apologize for this.
Let's go over what we know, everybody. So Timmy Truffle had his tooth taken and a mouse poop left in its place.
Little Ronnie.
Right. Little Ronnie? Oh, fuck.
That was Ronnie.
Little Ronnie.
Has he been bad this year? Maybe he didn't brush.
Yeah, do we know the quality of his teeth?
Well,
You
I
know-
don't know a lot about teeth, but in my research, I do know that if you don't brush your teeth, it typically just rots. It doesn't turn into mouse poop.
They wouldn't
Have
turn
you
into
smelled?
They would just be not worth as much. So maybe the tooth fairy left a mouse poop instead.
That doesn't seem very kind. The Tooth Fairy's a nice lady. Or human. Or fae? Question mark?
Maybe someone kidnapped the Tooth Fairy and took their job and is doing it worse.
Oh, maybe that's the problem. This is a rescue mission.
We should also
Yeah.
inquire if there's anything special about this tooth he left under this. He is particular about his teeth. Maybe this one was extra good. Maybe it was of interest to some fell creature from beyond our realms. A cosmic interlocutor
Hmm.
come to take the tooth and learn what he may from it.
Oh. Maybe they're going to go for all our teeth. Or maybe this tooth holds all the mysteries of humankind or of the universe.
I've read in some texts that there are cultures where they believe that the teeth of children contain concentrated magic, and so there are sects within the Feywild where fairies will steal the teeth and suck dry the magic to build castles and homes and empower their own spellcraft.
I've
But
heard that
I
too.
don't think that would. I don't think they would target a small place like our town.
I'm
Yeah,
scared.
why would they come here? Except, well, Odessa looks like a little worried for a second, and then she's like, "No, they wouldn't come here. That's just silly. Something from the Feywild wouldn't worry about us. I mean, who has connections to the Feywild? I mean, nobody here, right?" And she like kind of laughs nervously.
I mean, Aura's got that hair.
And you have, you don't know what time the Tooth Fairy generally shows up, as you've always been asleep when they came to visit. But if you have a little bit of time, if you wanted to go explore around town or do something else, that's a possibility as well.
I say we stick to the house. Everybody on a corner? Or no, just Timmy's room.
Well, we told Timmy that. What did we tell Timmy?
Timmy had asked that you stake out his house and make sure that someone doesn't come in, steal the tooth, and replace it with mouse poop.
Wait, didn't
Right.
that already happen?
Happened
that
to little
happened to-
Ronnie. Now little Timmy's
Oh.
worried it's going to happen again to him.
Oh. Are Robbie and Timmy related?
No. Maybe distant
Okay.
cousins. It's a small town, but
Yeah.
True.
Okay.
and he is known for his impeccable teeth.
Yeah.
Ronnie or Timmy?
Timmy.
Timmy.
Now,
about
how
Ronnie?
long ago did this happen with Ronnie?
Ronnie had like worm-eaten teeth. That probably happened like a week ago. It's hard to tell time when you're a kid, but it seems like a week ago it happened.
Not
Mhm.
long ago.
Yeah, it's a long time.
It wasn't your birthday, so it didn't matter.
Okay. Yeah, so he asked us to stake out his home and guard against the lurking unknown. Um,
And where's his room?
yeah, Sylvia says we have to make sure we have eyes on all sides of the house to make sure nothing comes in from some perspective we can't see, and we also need eyes on the inside in case something apparates or transposes itself, steps into our reality from without. If it is a fairy come to steal some succulent tooth to suck on, well, who knows what it can do? It could just appear out of nowhere. We need to be ready. And what kind of trap? How do we trap a fairy?
With magic?
Oh, that's right. We're all powerful in level 4. Oh shit.
Oh, I have ways of trapping lots of things, let me tell you.
Something in the water in Moss Swallow with all these kids. Level 4 at 11 years old.
I know, right?
You grow up fast and hard in Moss Swallow. You guys are out squishing bugs, getting those XPs.
We've been through a lot, you know this. This isn't our first adventure.
It's
Yeah,
true. It's all
nothing-
we've all just gained so much experience so quickly. Sometimes I forget.
I mean, you guys had to go deep into the swamp to find out about that supposed hag, which just turned out to be a friendly witch.
She was so lovely.
I mean, she would probably help us if we needed it, but I think we've got this.
I say we have one on the inside and a couple people around different parts of the house.
Timmy had asked if he could have a sleepover and was told that no, it would keep his younger siblings up.
Does he have
Well,
a
that's
window
not
into his
gonna
room?
stop us.
I have these. And I pull out a little pair of, it's like DM, you can tell me if this is allowed. I have my little no tinkering things, little like non-magic item that I've magicized.
Mhm.
Let me know if this is too much magic because I'm making it up on the spot. It's like a tiny little it looks like a little owl that you can like open the door of, or like on its like chest it has a little like door, and so when you open it up you see a mirror, and then I have another little mirror that shows on that mirror.
Like a magic box kind of thing, like a tricky box.
Yeah, it's just like a little box that like he could set in his room, and I have this little mirror that shows what it's seeing.
Oh, like
Is
like
that
that
Like a
seems like a bit much to
spyglass.
have like like a spy
yeah,
thing.
just a little
Like
spyglass kind of thing, like a little almost like a little like video recording of what's happening. It's just live, like a little TV feed.
that seems like a bit
Magic.
much,
That's
unless there's
probably
like
too
a
much.
spell or
Okay, that's
something.
fine.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Let me think if I have another gadget.
While Odessa's scrabbling through her pack, I want
She
to
pulls out the
peer.
mirror and then doesn't have the other half, and so she's just like, just a minute.
I'm gonna peer through the fog and see if are there curtains on those windows, or like what's our line of sight into the building at all? Do we have one?
Yeah. So there definitely do have curtains.
Shutters.
They're definitely like threadbare and got holes and stuff in them, so you could
Okay.
see through them. There's like a little crack, maybe like an inch or so, in both windows. But they'd probably be secured by some way on the inside.
Okay.
we told Timmy to leave his window curtains open, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, you see that
Absolutely, I did.
he definitely moved one of them open a little bit so
Okay.
you could spy inside a little easier. A little reluctantly, he didn't like the idea of being stared at while he slept.
Hey, you asked for the stakeout, you get the stakeout.
The house,
Yeah.
not
The
him.
full meal deal.
But what if it gets in your house magically?
Exactly. That's what I was trying to tell him.
Yeah.
What does he
Exactly.
think?
Maybe I'm gonna
What could he
say.
possibly be doing alone, sleeping, that he'd be worried that we'd see?
I know, better that we see him than just some creepy creature.
Uh, Era's gonna like lie on her belly and like crawl towards the house to try to be sneaky.
Love that.
Yeah, I think you'd asked earlier where they were. They're in the southeast, that like circled area. Is Timmy's room?
Okay, is Timmy's room? Okay.
Yeah,
This one right here.
yeah, that's
All right.
correct.
Okay. Let me get a token out. So we're also like right now really just like kind of deciding how we're going to approach is still the situation, correct?
Yeah, or like where you want to position yourself, or if there's anything you want to set up, or anything.
Yeah. Well, I definitely think that we should get at least one of us on each, make a grid around the house so we can see in all directions. Definitely get eyes on all the windows, and if we can, we should have a rotating, perhaps, person who's getting rest, and maybe because we have quite a few more of us were able to join this case than I'd feared. I thought we'd be on a skeleton crew, but now we have enough to go all night, having one person rest, and we'll cycle through, make sure we're on our toes. We can't let anything slip by us. Our reputation's on the line.
I love this plan.
I love it. I took a nap this day.
Oh,
I should
very
be
good.
very awake.
How do you put a token on the board again?
Down at the bottom.
You say that you took a nap today. Philbius like is drinking out of like what looks to be like a flask, but it's just cold coffee, like shaking a little bit. He's like probably hasn't slept for a day or two. This is often a couple of days is often the case.
Sylvia
When
said
he's
stuff
when
will
he's on the
stunt your
case.
growth.
I'm already tall enough. I don't need to be any bigger. I need to be able to sneak and be unassuming, not stand out. If anything, I could be drinking more of this stuff. Shakes and drinks.
And are you all being like hiding in places or kind of sitting out in the open?
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
already
gonna-
crawling towards there while I'm
Okay.
talking.
I mean, you got plenty of time. It's probably like, I don't know, maybe 9 o'clock or so now.
Sure, sure.
I'm taking this corner of the house. I don't know why I'm talking like this. It's the mask. Yeah. I'll take this corner.
And are you attempting to hide, or are you just kind of sitting out in the open?
I'm just gonna sit like right next to the house
Okay.
and stare and watch.
Here, let me get just a stand-in here.
Yeah, I'm looking to get mine.
What time is it?
It's like 9 o'clock. It's in game time.
Move the last.
What time does Timmy go to bed?
Timmy was probably put to bed like 6 o'clock or so.
Oh, it's well past his bedtime.
6 o'clock.
And is that arrow the front door?
Correct. Yeah.
I love it.
And if anyone has peeked inside Timmy's room, both of his siblings are in bed, sharing a bed next to him.
Yeah, Philbius will join Aura on a little sneaky fact-finding mission to peer inside and get the lay of the land.
Yeah, it's a very basic room, closed in by a door. There's a decent-sized rug on the ground, two decent-sized beds, one of them shared by two little lumps. Being familiar with Timmy's room, you know that he has the larger bed kind of close to the southern window where you're currently at. The floor is strewn with various toys, obviously not put up. There's a toy chest which is opened and all the toys are out of it.
Mhm. Mhm. Excellent.
There's some drawings up on the wall, very, very terrible drawings.
Sylvius is gonna go and like peer in each of the windows and like hopefully spy on the parents and any other like are those all the siblings in that one room?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'll definitely go and spy on the parents too, because as they said, like until we have evidence, we can't rule anyone out. We have to suspect everybody in that house as being the culprit. And was gonna go check in on the, just see if there's anything else weird going on, or anything weird. That's nothing weird yet, but if there's anything weird in the house, just peering in, being as stealthy as possible. I am a rogue and good at stealth, so hoping
Yeah.
I won't be seen by any parents or adults here.
The parents appear to be wrestling or something. We're not quite sure what's going on, but they're
Weird.
yeah, struggling to fall asleep, like really, really struggling.
I hate it
Yeah,
when parents
just having
wrestle.
simultaneous night terrors.
Yeah, it's really thrashing about.
Well, that doesn't seem to be stopping anytime soon. I'll have to come back later, I guess. Can't blow our cover yet. I'll leave them, hoping that they don't die. Hopefully this is something not too abnormal.
I mean, you could sit there and watch for as long as you need to.
No, there's too much like going on. Like, I mean, I've, honestly probably heard his own parents. I think it's probably just an adult thing that happens sometime. Um, so not interested really. Going to continue around and see if there's any suspicious activity. That's clearly whatever they're doing is clearly not mouse poop related. So I'm on a case and I'm focused.
Odessa's been stalking around the building a little bit, and then she got really fascinated by this drain pipe on the corner of the building. She noticed that it's like different. It's got like these little links in it for the water to run down instead of it being inside of a pipe, and she just doesn't understand. Like she's just like looking at how it might work, and very focused on that for a second. And then she hears Sylvius coming, and she's like, nothing here at this corner that I can see.
Nothing inside either. Everything seems. So far, no suspects have risen to the top of my list. We can't lose our focus now, Odessa.
Timmy's parents kind of stop thrashing about. Hello? Timmy, is that you?
Shh. Quiet, everybody.
They get back to whatever they were doing before.
Is there anything coming? Is there any wild animals about? What's happening?
Give me a perception check.
Ooh, rolling. 17.
You don't see anything in particular. There's definitely some bats catching some bugs that are near some torches towards the center of town. But you don't see anything out of the ordinary this evening, this time.
There's some bats around.
Yeah.
Right.
You hear some other insects and stuff as well, but nothing really stands out.
Sneak away from the house and kind of just like hopefully like we can all like gather and report in with any observations we've had before we settle in for the long stakeout.
I'm gonna cast speak with animals
Okay.
to talk to any like bats or like little mice or anything that I see around.
Yeah. Let's see. It'd probably be difficult to. It's a touch spell.
No, you do it on yourself.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah,
Gonna go chase down a squirrel, grab it. Befriend me.
yeah, you cast it. You're trying to talk to the bats, but they could hear you very easily, but with their little squeaky voices, you just kind of hear, "Hi, yeah,
Right.
saw bugs." You could spend some time looking around. Why don't you give me a perception or investigation to see if you could find like a small animal
Okay. Mm, Perception.
or nature, animal handling, one of those.
Well, let's do, I always do perception. Let's do animal handling. 8.
Okay.
Not to zero today.
You can't find any animals at this point in time, but you could try
Okay.
again in a little bit.
All right.
While Ara's doing that, Odessa would like to. She's going to attempt to focus on looking at the ground and just noticing like what footprints her friends are making, and then what the ground looks like now in case they need to compare it to later.
Okay.
He wants to kind of circle the whole house, looking, making stock.
Sounds good. And like an hour passes by, nothing really happens. If you want to look for another animal, you can feel free, or if there's something else y'all want to do.
Yeah, I'll look for another animal. Ooh.
I'll try
20.
and assist with this if I can.
Yeah, I think with the
Yeah,
20,
right.
as you're trying to help look for a creature, you kind of flush out a mouse that goes running towards area or era. With your little jittery nature, it freaks it out.
Hey,
Ah, what? Big bird!
see anything weird lately around here? Anyone
You,
stealing mouse droppings?
you're weird. No,
You're weird.
you're weird.
You're weird.
Hey, guys, quiet.
I just like my voice volume goes up too.
Sleep. People are sleeping. We're staying out.
Okay, right.
No, weird.
No mice have been taken and kidnapped by the Tooth Fairy.
What tooth fairy? No, all friends, family still here.
Okay. He doesn't know anything, guys.
Do you have any food?
Sure. I'll give him some bread.
Yay! He grabs the bread and kind of runs off into the grass. See him munching away happily at it.
Now they're gonna have mice problems.
I'll tell everyone
Everyone
thank you.
Sure. Everyone has mice problems around here.
It's just job security. The next case will be what's up with the mouse infestation.
Exactly. See, I'm thinking ahead.
The moon is getting higher in the sky. It's getting maybe probably 11 o'clock by your estimation. Is there anything else you would like to do, or continue waiting?
I think Ara just starts braiding grasses together.
I'm getting bored.
I'm bored
I know.
too.
I just learned a new spell at school, and I think it's the right time to try to use it.
Oh, yeah. What does it do?
Okay.
Does it summon a devil?
No, I haven't learned that one yet.
Oh.
No. We'll still have to keep an eye out, but I think I can set up a zone in Timmy's room so that if someone tries to break in, I'll know about it. It'll set off an alarm in my brain.
Wow.
I know, it's
That's
pretty
a cool
advanced
spell.
magic.
How are you
Sounds
gonna
like
get
we
in
can.
there?
we just have to get you inside, and then it will be like we have someone in there the whole time.
Yeah.
We could
Perfect.
make a distraction. I'll start a fire.
No fire.
Yeah,
Wait,
on the north side of the house.
Yeah.
that'll be really too much.
How about
I
this?
don't wanna
I'll
bring
go
it
knock
into
on the
the
door.
Wait, I
And
can
what?
hear everyone. Let me turn this up.
Here, let me. I've been practicing too, and I think my hands are get. If I just drink a little bit of coffee, I can get this done. I can focus well enough, and I can just pick any lock or latch that's on the door or on the window, and I can get it open quietly.
You can do it. I'm
Hey,
gonna cast guidance.
if you're going in to set this alarm spell, I could sneak in and set a snare. I have a snare smell I learned.
Work. Hopefully Timmy doesn't have to use like the bathroom or something. Otherwise, oh,
Oh,
I
good
guess.
thought.
Well, yeah.
I heard that if you put someone's hand in warm water, it'll make him pee. We could just make him pee the bed, and then he wouldn't have to get up.
But that might wake him up.
Oh, do we have magic for that?
Did
I
he sleep?
haven't learned how to put people to sleep yet.
I don't know that one either.
Can you make someone's pee dry?
I don't know how to control water.
I don't know about that. That would be cool though.
Yeah, then you could pee anywhere you wanted.
That would be pretty cool. I have magic underwear, but they don't do that.
You have magic underwear.
Magic underwear?
Yeah, they help. They help me stay focused.
Are you
Just wear them
sure?
in your butt?
Wow.
Yeah.
Ow.
I need them.
Can I get a pair? I'll take two.
Sure, I'll make you a pair. I'll make you a pair next time.
Apparently,
Next
Odessa
time
is Mormon.
Well, I had to make something that I would always have on me, and I don't always wear armor, but I wanted something that would help me.
When you're
So
undercover, you still have it. Perfect.
exactly, I always have underwear on.
And a never
which
nude.
is well, when I go out. That is one for what do you call it? It's an artificer thing
Nice.
that you can make. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'll
It's like
go. My plan for next thing to do is try and get this get this alarm set up. So if I can just get the window open quietly, we don't even need a distraction. So long as um I'm sorry, is it Yinfer? Oh,
Yeah.
right. Yeah, it's right there. Yinfer, as long as Yinfer is making the magic loud. I heard sometimes that making magic can be loud and sometimes it can be quiet.
Yeah, this one, so I'll have to talk. And I'll have to do some stuff with my hands. And you have a bell. It's a material that's needed for this spell. But I think I could try to whisper it.
Yeah, I'd say anyone that's casting a
Whoa,
spell.
so loud. Sorry.
anyone trying to cast a spell, give me a stealth check.
I'm gonna cast guidance on Infer.
Okay, if it has a verbal component.
Yeah.
guidance
Let
on
me see.
myself.
It does. So I'll have to do a
We're
stealth
still
with that,
outside the house at this point, right?
but
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you want to try and crack the window open, you can give me a sleight of hand as well.
Oh, I do.
Can I help you? And I'll pull out my thieves' tools
I got
and
an 8
offer them.
stealth
Nice.
for
I
my
also have
guidance
thieves'
spell.
tools.
Okay.
Oh, perfect.
How do I...
We'll treat this as like one big group's check.
Okay.
So this is proficiency plus dex for my thieves' tools.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's a natural one. Way to start it off, Sylvia's. I'm too nervous. I take a sip of the coffee and I'm just like still shaking and I like there's like this like crack or something is like a tool splinters or like there's something that breaks or something goes not well.
I got an 11.
Okay, and
a 13.
yeah, not great. So as you're like reaching your hand in, you kind of slip a little bit, pushing over like a block that was kind of near the window as it hits the ground, waking up the toddlers as one of them starts crying, um, waking up the other one, and Timmy kind of like quickly, anyone that's close enough could see, he like reaches under his pillow and kind of like looks over at you guys and nods his head. Still here, he mouths to you
Okay.
guys.
I give him a nod as if like all this was I meant to do all of this, and then I'm like looking around really nervously. My head's bobbing back and forth as I try and like figure out what to do.
I will pull everybody back down below the windowsill for a second to like on the outside to make sure we're
Oh yeah,
not
good
seen
idea.
by the family.
Tulip is still watching the front of the house over here.
You hear the mother come in, a little upset, hair more frazzled than you'd expect,
Mm.
and keep it down in here, Timmy. You keep an eye on your siblings. And Timmy kind of gets up and comforts one of his younger brothers. It's okay. It's okay.
When the mother and when I hear the door shut, I'm gonna like poke my head up and try and signal to Timmy to unlock the window or like whatever. If if the window is openable, I want him to signal to have him like unlatch or unlock it or whatever, so we can use it.
Yeah, I kept it open like you said.
Oh fuck! I thought we like checked that. I thought we asked about this earlier. I give him the thumbs up and I just like say, "Shh, don't blow my cover."
Don't come in my room. If my mom sees you, I'll get busted.
I won't come in your room. Don't worry.
What
All right.
about
Good
for
night.
just like
Good night.
5 minutes?
No. Good night.
Good
Let's
night.
go.
My parents said the tooth fairy won't come unless I'm asleep, so you guys gotta be quiet.
Put a pillow over your head. It'll make it easier to sleep.
But then your head will be right by the teeth.
Oh yeah, you'll need an extra pillow.
I only have one pillow.
Oh,
It's okay. And Odessa like very, very quickly tries to climb in the window, and she's just like, be really quiet. I'll just be a second.
Guy, you're gonna get me in trouble. My mom's still up.
no. It's
She
part of
just
the
puts her fingers
plan.
in it and
Gonna
doesn't say
crack this
anything but
case.
keeps going.
Yeah.
She's gonna keep
I
going,
nod to
right?
Yinfer and I say, it's all part of the plan. Do you want a mouse poop under your pillow? Do you want that smeared all over your hand and on your face? I know you have restless hands when you sleep, Timmy. I saw you napping at school.
Odessa turns around and like holds her lip up to her friend and is just like, quiet, and tries to sneak across the floor of the room.
What are you doing here?
Just setting a trap for the tooth fairy or whatever is changing things up.
Hurry up! You go back to bed.
Yinfer's gonna try to get in the room as well.
Guys can't all come in here. No one's supposed to be in here.
I'll
It's
boost Yinfer up
okay.
and
I said I wouldn't come in. It's part of the plan.
It'll just be for a moment.
You hear Timmy's mother yell, "Timmy, goddammit, you go to bed!" You guys get out, right? Get out!
Drops to the floor and hides under the bed for a second.
Get out! Get out! She's gonna get me.
Odessa waits for things to be quiet.
Yinfer hops back out the window, just waiting for a better time to cast the spell.
Timmy has soothed his younger siblings. They're starting to fall back asleep as he starts to make his way back to his own bed. You guys need to get out right now.
Okay.
And he reaches under the pillow, once again checking the tooth is still there, showing it to you guys.
Odessa will really quietly whisper as she's making some gestures with her hand, like she's like laying a little rope out on the floor. And it's just like this little like thin piece of twine. And she's gonna put it like sort of around everything, like around the head of the bed, as far as like I don't know how the wall is positioned, but it's like a 5-foot radius circle around the top of the bed.
Okay.
And then she says, "Don't step in this circle," like where she's laying the rope. And then as the rope connects at the ends, it just glows golden for just a second and vanishes.
Okay.
And then she will quietly try to sneak back out of the window.
Yeah, so you are all kind of heading back to your own spots, hiding and waiting near the corners and whatnot. So you time passes till about midnight or so, and why don't we do another? Whoever is hiding, uh, specifically those people in the back area. Why don't you give me a stealth roll? And what's your passive perception?
Passive is 20.
21.
Good God.
10. It's hard to see in the mask.
11.
And I rolled a nat 20, so stealth is 23.
Got a
Nice.
12 for stealth.
And
Okay.
then, Jennifer, you set an alarm spell also, right? Jennifer?
Not the last go around. I'm gonna try to do it this time.
Oh, okay. Cool.
So around midnight or so, you hear some heavy rustling in the bushes to the south. You hear a voice. You can't really quite make it out, but it kind of goes silent. And those perception rolls for you see two little mice coming out of the bush right around this area. And they are making their way towards that. And they kind of brush up against the side and kind of look around. Let me give them a quick perception check.
Oh
Sorry,
man,
my
I've been
mic
on
was
mute
up.
for so long.
Me too.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
I rolled a 2 on my stealth check.
Oof.
Um, and I mean it's for a total of 9.
Okay.
And then on, I don't know why that's not doing my double proficiency for. Oh, because I don't have it for stealth. Oh, that's why. So it is a 7, not a 9.
Okay.
And then I got a 14 for my perception.
Okay. Yeah, I would say anyone that rolled over 15 or so could see the mice.
I would like to try to take out some like bread and like stealth over to them to try to toss them some bread and get their attention. And
As they see a human approach, they kind of scatter back the other direction.
I think also I
But
contributed that with my stealth roll because like my focus was so much on the house that they surprised me and I let out a characteristic of startle. So a little chicken noise escapes me despite my best efforts.
Oh yeah, you see the mice kind of heading around. One heading around the left side of the house, over in that general direction, and the other one climbing up the chain rope or the chain that leads to the gutter. So one appears to be going up towards the house.
it's okay. It's okay. I try to like approach it carefully. You know, in
Uh,
that sort of like non-threatening, approaching an animal way because I don't have my talk to animals. Could spell up right now.
They seem terrified and do not trust little children.
Odessa, after not seeing the mice until her friends see them, she is going to pull out her wand of magical detection and use it to cast towards the mice.
I'm gonna cast animal friendship on the mice.
Okay. You can probably see the one that's up on the roof, as the other one is kind of making its way around the perimeter
Okay.
over here. So the other one is currently up above this window.
I'll follow the one that's looping around the house
Okay.
as stealthily as I can.
And as you get close and start to cast this spell, it doesn't seem to be affected by your spell.
It's not an animal.
Super powerful mouse, guys.
Does it glow with my magical detection spell?
No, it wouldn't be glowing. But give me a stealth check for casting that spell.
Oh,
Okay.
sure.
I mean, it was the wand that I cast it from, but obviously. So.
For the speak with animal or the charm, whatever, animal friendship.
Oh yeah.
9.
Okay, yeah, be fine. It's midnight. Everyone's asleep. It's not too loud. But I think upon seeing that, this mouse is a little freaked out and starts to make its way back down the chain, seeing that you're actively casting spells at.
There's one here.
One here, and then the other one up here.
Yeah, that's the one I'm following. I'm gonna try and sneak up and grab it.
Okay.
Gonna roll a stealthy.
Let's see. Give me a sleight of hand.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Ah. Okay, that's 10 total.
I'd say you reach out for it, but mice are pretty quick, and it eludes you, and I think also starts to head back towards where it came, running back in this direction.
Win this time, mouse.
You hear it kind of squeaking to its companion as they both kind of run off into the bushes here.
I'm gonna follow it into the bushes.
Okay. Anyone that's kind of like close enough for heading over in that general direction would probably hear a voice say, "God damn it!" And you hear some kind of paper being pulled out as someone starts reading something. What are you all doing?
Try to peer to see if I can find the source of this paper and this voice.
It's pretty dark over in this area, and this is where there's a lot of like brush and foliage, and it's a little swampier. So you're getting a pretty tough time. But why don't you give me a perception check to see if you're actually able to see something?
11.
Okay. And is anyone else heading over in this direction?
Yennefer is.
Okay, yeah, Odessa's staying by the window.
Bilbius will kind of like position somewhere between kind of the house and where they're running off to hopefully be kind of, a communication node. If it's helpful at all for this scenario, since it is dark, Bilbius does have 120 feet of dark vision, including magical darkness.
Okay, you could do a perception check also to see if you can see what's going on.
Okay. Keep rolling
Evan,
higher.
we're on our way up. I'm assuming I'll need to do perception as well.
Yeah.
Okay. I'd also like to cast detect thoughts.
Okay.
Trying to.
Nice.
Yeah, just.
I get a 14.
13.
Okay.
Perception, you said?
Perception, yeah.
13 plus 5, 18.
Okay. I would say Yennefer, Yennefer. You make out that there is a like tiny figure that is standing in front of these mice, and he's kind of reading the scroll. And as he does, you see what appears to be these mice turn into giant rodents
Oh no.
with beautifully silken coiffed fur and these like hypodermic needle teeth that line their mouths and kind of chatter as they move. And they have this like velvety tails, and they are about 10 feet tall each. And
Oh,
why don't you roll for initiative?
Ah,
I'll
give a whistle of alarm to, oh my god, to my companions back at the house as I see this unfold. Make sure we're all on the same page. And then I'm back down. I rolled another natural one. Rolled 2 already tonight. For a 4.
yeah.
23.
12.
11.
Oh, am I going into this scenario with stealth from being sneaky beforehand? He asked, hopefully.
Yeah, that sounds fair.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I got 11 for Sarah, 23 for Josh, 12 for Carly. Is that right?
Yeah, that's correct. But I'm still back by the house, so I don't know how that affects it.
Yeah. We'll just get everyone looped in here, and then Mark and Joel.
Got a 4.
I got a 5.
Woo!
Gotcha.
The mine. All right. First up, we have Josh or Yin Yinfer.
So Evan, I casted detect thoughts.
Oh yes.
How does so what is going on?
You get this surface thought of a creature, kind of like it's fucked up. It's all fucked up. Who are these people? Why are they here? I need that tooth.
Okay.
Had tooth-sucking rats as a sub-theory here.
Damn it! You got it already.
Okay. And do I have any sense if this was the creature that was wrestling with the paper or the rodents?
You can't really tell. It's just kind of a thought that's out there. You would assume it's humanoid and a human thought, so probably from a humanoid creature, perhaps this tiny thing.
Okay. Then I am going to. I don't want to kill the person. I'm going to. Do I know where they are? Do I see them?
You see the giant rat. This is a very tiny creature, but yes, you can see them.
Okay. I'm going to cast Sapping Sting.
Very
With
tiny
the
creature. I'm sorry, didn't you say it was like 10 feet tall?
The mice are. This tiny creature is tiny.
Okay. So the rodents are 10 feet tall and the creature's like tiny. Okay.
Yep.
So I'm going to cast Sapping Sting. The target. Well, do I want to do that? Ugh. Maintaining concentration. I am going to do that. I'm going to cast Sapping Sting. It's a con save. 14 is the DC.
And you're casting this at the one of the mice.
Yes.
Yeah, it fails a con save.
Okay.
And what exactly is zapping sting?
You set the vitality from of one creature you see in range. The target must succeed a con save or take 1d4 necrotic damage and fall prone.
So yeah, you how is this spell like coming out of your hands or from your wand or
Just
whatever?
yeah, just through the my focus, my spellbook.
Yeah, so you see this like dark necrotic energy slam into this mouse, and I mean by slam into, kind of go right through it, and you don't feel any benefits from it. It seems like it hit it, but it didn't seem like it did anything to it. And those
Okay.
probably close enough probably clocked that as well.
What was that last part? I'm sorry.
Those that were close by probably clocked that as well. So,
Okay.
Era and Philibius.
Okay. Cool. Then I will end my turn.
Next up is the mice. You see them kind of like back up a little bit and kind of like move away from you guys, but while keep facing you. Very much trying to like make an exit, and they appear just to hold the ground. Next up is the tiny creature. Okay. And next up is Odessa.
Odessa is she's really torn between what is happening out there, and what is happening. Like, she doesn't want to leave the room unattended. So she's gonna keep like looking over her shoulder towards the room, and like try to just move like back out towards where her friends are. She knows something's happening. So she is really torn on how to approach this. She will yeah, she's not gonna she's gonna hold a she's gonna hold a spell if an unfriendly creature comes up to her.
Okay.
And it's she'll hold the green flame blade cantrip.
All right. That'll end your turn.
Yeah, and only if it's like aggressively coming up to her.
Okay. Next up is Ara.
Can I see this creature that's trying to fly away now?
I would say give me a perception check. It's very small and it's kind of up in the bushes, so it'd be
Okay.
difficult to see.
20?
Yeah, you definitely see it. It's like kind of like hidden behind some branches and stuff, but it's definitely moving away from you as fast as possible.
Alrighty. I am going to cast Command on it.
Ooh.
And I'm going to tell, so it needs to make a, let's see. Nope, that's not it. Where is it? It needs to make a Wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
DC 14.
Dirty 20.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Man, all of my spells are going to no use.
You hear the detected thought of like, oh god, they're trying to kill me. Will that be the end of your turn?
I'll say, get back here. And then I'm also going to use my bonus action to run my hand over my quarterstaff and green vines will wrap it and cast Shillelagh.
Okay. I think as you yell that out, you hear the father in the house. Who the hell's out there? Get away from my house!
Perfect.
Next up, we have Tulip.
Tulip was previously standing about the corner keeping guard like a vigilant individual that doing their job and heard their friends making a bunch of noise, so has wandered this way, but isn't quite sure what everybody's doing over there. Hey guys, what's going on? Anybody? And I'm just going to pick up my hammer and stay very close to this window and make sure nobody tries to get into Timmy's room.
I'll
Okay.
say, if I can take a moment to whisper back, I'll say, the mouse pooper's trying to get away, and I'll point.
Oh, okay.
Odessa is like, Tulip, watch the window. I'm like, she's still torn between like looking at the window and where her friends are going. She can't decide what to do.
You hear the father yell out once again, God damn it, Timmy, you're getting an ass beaten tomorrow for this!
Oh,
Shut
man.
up, Dad! It's not him! And then I'll hold my hammer and like sit right underneath the window.
Alright.
Tulip, you're gonna get in so much trouble.
Next up is Philby's.
I saw this creature. Roughly do I know how far away it is? Is it like within moving and shooting distance?
It would be like 60 feet from where it took off from. So you're probably 60, 70 feet away or something.
That's pretty far. That'd be at half speed if I was trying to stay stealth, and I could go up to 30 with my bonus action, but that's not a lot. I'm sorry, how much? What was the range you decided total?
It's like 70 feet.
70. If I go 30, that would put me just outside range, and then I'd be shooting, and I wouldn't have advantage. Anyway, okay, I'll dash forwards with my bonus action to close the distance, dropping stealth, and quickly loading one of my like homemade non-lethal beanbag bolts for my hand crossbow. And as soon as I get in range, I'm gonna try and do a non-lethal shot at this thing.
So you'd probably have to be like running towards these mice creatures in order to do so.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Uh,
okay, there are things on the map. Okay.
yeah, I just threw them in there now.
Where are they?
They look like spermy guys down there. There you go.
It's the two.
Oh, okay. They're not tokens. I see.
I'd have to run through them.
You'd probably
And
have to get like right up to them to do this.
did I see that magic go through one of
You
these
did, yeah.
creatures? Yeah, okay, I thought so. I'm gonna run through them. Philbius is sure that these are apparitions of this psychically powerful foe that we are up against, manipulating our minds, and is gonna have nothing for it. Gonna take a fortifying swig of black, cold, old coffee, and is going to rush through. He's like, all right, time to live up to your name as a fell feather. Courage, flight. Let's go! And runs forward. Just tries to charge through them. And try and take a shot if he can, assuming he doesn't get stopped by mice.
No, you run up to these mice that don't seem to react to you whatsoever.
Excellent. And I'll take my shot if I can.
Yep, absolutely.
Okay, so no advantage or disadvantage that I'm aware of. I'm in range now. I lost.
And it does have like 3/4 cover being up in the trees and stuff.
Yeah. That's a 10 total to hit.
Yeah, this beanbag coated bolt goes flying past this thing as you hear another detect thoughts of fuck.
I need to adjust the weights again. And that'll end my turn.
All right. Next up is Yinfer.
And I'll just say, I think he got away. We can't abandon the house, guys. What if this is all a distraction? More illusions and tricks. He's in our minds.
um, I'm going to, let's see, what's my range? Detect thoughts. And code. Okay, that's all solved. Okay, so I'm going to move towards the where Philbius is. Uh, 25 and 30. And then kind of just seeing what's going on, I'm going to try to get as much information from our this creature as possible. So I'm going to kind of probe further into its mind. I'm going to ask him,
Why are you doing this? Why are you trying to steal all the teeth and replace it with mouse poop?
Who is this? Why are you here?
We're detectives, and we've been hired to investigate the case of the stolen teeth.
You're trying to kill me.
We're not trying to kill you, but we need to know why you're here.
I'm not talking to you.
So I'm using detect thoughts to probe deeper into this person's
Ooh.
mind. It's got to make a wisdom saving
Yeah.
throw.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The save is 14.
That does not make that save.
Nice.
So what is this? It's your
Let me
past
copy
surface
the
thoughts.
past the surface thoughts. Questions verbally directed at the target creature naturally shape the course of its thoughts, so the spell's particularly effective as a part of an interrogation. And then let me paste in just the blurb about what happens if it fails. Save. I'll dump it in the one shot.
What's the range on this spell? 30 feet?
It is.
Yeah, thoughts within 30 feet. Up to
Yep.
30 or... so you probably have to, like, sprint up to catch up to this guy.
Okay.
And... So yeah, it's definitely just thinking that it needs to get away and it doesn't understand, and this is fucked up. The whole situation is fucked up.
For the rest of the duration, even if it can't see you, but it must still be within range. Okay. And that's it, huh? It's fucked up. It doesn't give me any more information about like why it's here.
I mean, it definitely you feel you sense that its only mission, only reason there was to get the tooth, and that it is very very upset that it failed at this mission,
Okay.
and it doesn't seem like it's going to continue after it at this point.
Okay.
Now that its life has been threatened.
Okay, so like with that, then what I'll do is I'll cast a cantrip, encode thoughts. If I cast a spell while concentrating on a spell or ability that allows you to read thoughts, like detect thoughts, you can transform the thoughts or memories you read into a thought strand. So I want to kind of capture the strand, his thoughts, this creature's thoughts as like evidence, so that I can share it with the crew.
Okay, that's a cool spell.
Ooh, that's cool. Yeah.
Didn't think we had our own psyker on our side. Got you now, evil creature.
Do we see what this thing is any more than
I mean, it
any
looked like
creature?
a small humanoid, like moth-looking thing,
Like,
Mhm.
very small, like size of a
tooth
squirrel.
fucker. What? So what is it? Is it? Yeah, okay. Is it still running away? I
It
assume?
is, yeah. It
Probably
seems to be
pretty fast.
beelining away in some direction, southward. I don't see the eraser thing anymore. How do you erase stuff? Oh, there we go. And is that the end of your turn?
Yes. Sorry.
All right. These mice continue to like kind of back up in the same direction that the creature. No, they stay exactly where they're. No, they back up. They back up. So they back up like 10 feet or so. Still kind of like bristling and looking towards the house, not really focusing on any of you in particular. And it continues flying southwards, kind of weaving in and out of the branches and stuff, making sure to get better cover from the bolts and spells being cast its way. Next up, we have Odessa.
All right. Odessa takes a look in the bedroom window. She wants to make sure nothing has happened there.
Yeah,
Mostly she's just checking to make sure nothing's caught in her snare.
the snare has not
Um,
been triggered.
Nothing's been triggered. She's gonna use dash to sprint after her friends, and she'll also like whisper shout to Tulip, "Stay at the window! Somebody's gotta guard it!" And then just burst into the bushes. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, she's almost 10.
Yeah.
So she wants to go where the action is. So yeah, she's just gonna use her whole movement to dash up to where the action is.
Okay. Next up is Ara.
Okay. I'm gonna. You guys hear me sort of say, "This doesn't mean you can tell me what to do," and then I kind of glow, and my my hair becomes golden again, and my eyes glow with that turquoise color, and then these sort of ethereal wings grow, and I will launch myself into the air to chase after this thing.
All right.
And I will fly.
What's
And
your fly speed?
it is only 30, so.
Okay.
But I will use my movement and my action.
What does it? Is it the action to cast this spell or ability?
Oh yeah, you're right. It is.
Okay. But next turn you can
Next
fly
turn.
more.
Next
Okay.
turn, I can. If it's not too far away by then.
Next up we have Tulip.
I guess I'll I'll wait here. I'll look in the window.
Yeah, you see Timmy, eyes wide open, like glaring at you, after hearing about his father was going to beat his ass. And it's like, look what you did. And he once again shows you that the tooth is still there under his pillow.
I just keep staring back at him, and I like shrug, you know, and then I'll end my turn there.
All right. Next up we have Philby.
Yes, Philbius, probably thinks that this tiny creature is probably gonna escape into the darkness. And thinks that this thing is in our heads now, and this could all be a distraction from the real prize, from what its real goal is. We don't know if it's alone. It could have a team. This could be a conspiracy. Who's gonna stealthily rush back to the house to report back, um, and let Tulip know what's going on, and ask for if anything's been happening there.
Okay. I think we could probably drop combat at this point. It is definitely trying to make its break. It's got a good, like 60 feet distance in front of Ara, so I think even flying you'd have trouble trying to catch this thing. But if you wanted to,
Oh.
you could continue trying to like track it if some of you wanted to continue after it.
She's definitely gonna chase it for the full minute that her form lasts.
Okay. Is anyone else going along, or is it just Ara alone?
Odessa doesn't have the speed.
I think Yenfer knows that Ara's really good at like tracking and trying to keep up with things, and isn't going to be able to kind of keep pace. So she's gonna put her trust in Ara, and try to get ready to ward the house for a potential second
Okay.
tiny creature incursion.
Yeah. Ara, why don't you give me a survival check to see how well you do at
Sure.
tracking this thing?
Okay. 21.
Oh yeah, very good.
Ooh.
You see like branches that are broken as this thing hastily is like flying through and not being very careful about it. You track it for the full minute that you have flight and kind of get closer to the ground and land, but you're still able to kind of like keep up with this thing. You can just kind of barely see it. Maybe it's even pulled out like a little lantern as it thinks it's kind of safely further away to kind of light up its route.
Okay.
And you follow it for another minute or two before it comes to what appears to be like a hollow log.
Okay.
You see it kind of reach into a pond and grab something, and it attempts to like smear this stuff, whatever it's inside of its hands, over this log, and it kind of glows just for a little while as a portal opens up, and it walks through it and disappears. And the portal does as well.
Oh, it does? Okay.
Yeah, like as soon as it went through it, it was gone.
Okay. Here's stuff, a portal open. All right, I'll walk back to my companions.
Okay. You make it back
Sort
to
of
them.
glumly.
They're all kind of standing around the house, still trying to figure out what to do and keep an eye out for anything else as you kind of recap what's happened for the evening.
My hair's completely gold again, so it's not. My dye didn't cover it or didn't stay. But I'll say it disappeared through a log. Some sort of portal opened up. It put something on there, and then it opened a portal.
Told you,
Ooh.
this goes deeper than any of us could have thought. It's an interplanar conspiracy.
Probably some sort of archfey.
Something big is going on. Why would it be a fae? What is that?
They
know.
must be eating the teeth, just like you
Because it's
said.
foresty around here. They like it.
Yeah, but if they like it, why would they come here to hurt people?
Why did they do anything? I don't know. I mean,
And technically, they haven't hurt anybody yet.
That's a good point.
Maybe they just want to replace some of us and control us.
That's more terrifying.
It could already have begun. We know they can get in our heads. Maybe one of us is already working for them. But then he probably would have known. I think we got him by surprise, so I think we're all on the level.
How far away was it?
I almost touched it.
I'll tell them how far away it was. More than a minute.
Things to.
I can show you where the log was.
Yeah, I'm wondering maybe I should cast alarm on the log.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Oh, very cool.
I'll stay here and watch the house.
Okay. This way.
You'll have seen that the mice did disappear sometime after the thing was running away.
Hey guys, snare spell is gonna go off when something comes in there. So, do you think it's gonna catch the tooth fairy now on accident instead?
Oh,
If the tooth fairy's still alive.
maybe they captured her.
Oh no. So maybe it's good. I could just leave it there and then well then we'll know.
Well, it's hard to say because I think the mice were trying to get in the house to take the tooth, and when we casted spells at it, it didn't do anything to them.
Because they weren't real?
I don't know.
Maybe
Phil, you ran through them, didn't you?
I'm back at the house.
I didn't.
Phil, where are you?
I think he stayed at the house.
No.
Oh man,
What?
I'm so absent-minded.
I think he did run through them. I saw it. Maybe they were a distraction to draw out anyone who was watching the house like us, and we fell for it like a bunch of buffoons.
Any of you look back, you see Philby is like going back and forth between like remembering to hide and stay stealthy, and then you can like see he's like he starts to spiral and starts to theorize and starts pacing again, and then he like realizes what he's doing. He goes stealth again and is like looking at the house, and then starts to spiral and pace.
Phil, we gotta stay calm, sir. I think he's had too much coffee.
Eyes on the prize. I got it. I got this.
Hey, why'd they go run off? We're supposed to watch the house.
I need to look into all possible leads. There could be a magical log in cahoots with the enemy.
Yeah, but if they come for the tooth, it'll be tonight. Can't we look at the log in the morning? Like, when the tooth fairy's not coming?
I keep telling you, you don't know what you don't know. That's why we have to investigate everything and never stop theorizing. Never stop coming up with different ideas of what could be explaining things.
No, I hear me out. I agree, but also timing, like.
I know they're in our minds too. That's why I'm back at the house. You and I, we'll keep an eye.
Okay.
They said it's only just a little ways into the woods.
I'm sleepy.
Era, are you gonna
Here,
go
take a drink.
set the alarm?
I've never had
What
coffee
was that?
before.
This
Are
is
you
the
just
good
gonna
stuff.
go set the alarm on the log?
Yeah, we're
It's
gonna
better
set
and
the alarm.
stronger after it's been burning for a while.
Okay. I'm gonna run back and help watch the house. What was Timmy gonna give anyway for our services? What was he paying us?
3 copper pieces.
Yeah, 3 copper pieces and a review because of those damn upstart investigators in the other town. The Hardy Boys. They're cutting into our profit.
Yeah. The Harleys can't hold a candle to us solvers.
Yeah.
The worse the
I'll go
coffee
back to the
tastes,
house
the
with
better it
another
is
phone.
for staying awake.
I just want you all to know I'm only in this for the money because I'm a mercenary.
Oh.
And clarification, it's 1 copper piece each, so.
Okay.
Tulip, have you noticed what a badass Aura is?
Yeah. Odessa is like a little bit in awe of the idea of Ara being a mercenary, but when she like doesn't want to admit that she's like, like in awe of her. So she's just she goes a little dumbstruck for a second. She's like, oh, of course. And then she's like, I'm gonna go back to the house. Okay. I want to make sure we get our good review.
All right.
And so I'll run back to find Phobius and Tulip.
Oh yeah, you guys wait out for the rest of the evening or until the sun comes up, and there is no sign of anything returning back to the house. I'm sure at some point some of you have nodded off and maybe even take turns falling asleep or whatever.
I definitely fell asleep.
Yeah, you all just collectively wake up at some point in the morning.
Hopefully before anybody in the house wakes up. Odessa is like really anxious about somebody getting caught in the snare that's not supposed to, and she's gonna like just as dawn's coming, she's gonna like listen carefully and try to sneak back in and disarm the snare.
Oh yeah, why don't you give me a stealth check?
Okay. She doesn't want it to impact their business. 12.
Yeah, I'd say that's good enough. Why don't you give me
Okay.
a sleight of hand to try and disarm this quietly?
Okay. And I disarm it by catching myself in it because I don't know how else to disarm it. Luckily I rolled better on that one. That's an 18.
All right. Yeah, you stick your hand down and like the rope like snaps up around your arm, kind of like
Yeah.
wrapping it up. You know.
It says that it holds. I think it holds whoever it catches 3 feet above the floor. So I will disarm it, or like since I have the control of it, but I'll have to gently land back on the floor.
You land with a thud as Timmy wakes up, kind of glaring at you. I'm gonna get my ass kicked today.
It's all part of the plan, Timmy. Part of the plan.
My tooth! And he like reaches underneath the pillow, and his tooth is still sitting there. The tooth fairy didn't come. What did you do?
We kept
Kept it.
the saboteur from getting to you.
Yeah, we
saved
kept it
you,
from
Timmy.
being a mouse dropping.
We protected you. You should have
She's-
seen the thing that was coming. It
What?
was scary.
What was it?
It was in our
well,
minds. It was
It
using
was like a man mouse
magic from
getting
another
away.
world and realm.
with giant fangs. And
Yeah,
claws.
I don't know if I could give you a good review, guys. You didn't
We're not
really.
done yet. We're still on the case, Timmy.
Okay, we're
Okay.
still on it. Still in the case.
Well,
We
I'm
kept you
catching an
safe,
ass
right?
beating because of you guys, so I still don't know if I could give you a good review.
Your abusive parents are your own problem, Timmy. Don't put that on us.
Oh.
It's how they were raised. They don't know any better.
It is
In the
moss
middle of
swallow
this-
tradition, but that doesn't make it right, Timmy.
In the middle of this era says, "No, I'm not going to. You can't make me."
Listen, you guys got to get out of here. I'm already gonna get an ass whooping.
We'll be back tomorrow night. Don't worry. We won't sleep. We won't rest until we solve this case.
I don't know if I want
It's
that.
all part of the plan, Timmy.
I would rather have mouse poop than catch an ass beaten.
Oh, we're past that already.
I'll talk to you guys
Oh.
later.
Bye, Timmy.
Oh
See
man.
you later, Timmy. Trust us. It's all part of the plan. And Odessa slips out the window.
All right.
Era's gonna lag behind as everyone's leaving, and she's gonna slink around to the front of the house and wait until it's a little later. But she looks kind of desolatory as she does this, and she's gonna knock on the door.
Yeah. I mean, I guess most of you kind of make your way home, except for Ara that hangs behind.
Yeah.
I would hang
Uh,
out with you.
No, go. She tries to like not be seen.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, if you wanna.
I'll
like,
go look at the
leave.
log.
Okay.
Yeah. So you make your way to the front door, and you could tell his parents are up because you hear them screaming and yelling at Timmy and asking what was going on and what were all those noises last
Yeah.
night.
She knocks loudly.
Um, who's it? Who's there?
Hi, Mr. Timmy Father. What's their
That's his
name?
name. Timmy
Mr.
Mother.
Mr. Truffle.
Mr. Trouble.
As he swings the door open, like looking towards and then looking down at you. What do you want, child?
I just want to apologize. I was kind of bad last night, and I was trying to play a prank on Timmy, and I think I might have woken you up a little bit. I mean, I look like, you know, like big-eyed poor child.
Give me a deception check.
Okay. 12.
He rolled higher. He definitely is suspicious of you. Well, I'm pretty sure I heard a lot of voices, not just yours, but I appreciate you coming forward and apologizing.
Yeah, I'm real sorry. Sometimes things get a little exciting, and I like to play pranks on my friends, so
Well, you better run along now.
I'll nod and run along and catch up.
He slams the door and you hear, I don't want you hanging out with that Aura kid anymore. And I think that would be a pretty decent place to take like
And
a.
as she's leaving, Yara sort of goes, "Are you happy?"
I think that'd be a good point to take a tenor.
I
Kind of come
also
back.
just say that Philbius, when he gets home, says good morning to his parents and says, "I'll be downstairs working on my mission report, and I'll have the redacted version to you by 0900, parents."
That's great, Philbius. We can't wait to see it.
And once again, it does not go past Philbius's ears. It's like, Maud, I am getting more and more worried about that child. And his parents having another conversation, and Philbius goes downstairs to begin his report.
Maybe about time we send him off to Uncle Tom's for military training.
Yeah, Dessa picks a bunch of wildflowers on the way home and brings them in as her mom's making breakfast and puts them in a little bouquet on the table in front of her dad and just skips in happy as a clam, pretending not to be tired, and it's like, good morning, and like actually doesn't really seem tired despite the fact that she clearly didn't sleep very much.
Yeah, well, you guys could get a long rest in, and we'll go back to the log and stuff. If you guys want to meet up there to kind of investigate or something the following day, maybe you've made some plans already.
Yeah.
Yeah, we would
Good.
probably have a plan.
Yeah, let's take like 10:15, be back around 7:35ish.
Sounds
Perfect.
Cool.
Okay.
I didn't AI generate that little icon.
Wait,
I
you
did
AI
it.
generated or you Googled it?
Yeah, I AI generated it.
Oh wow, that's awesome. We're using Daldi or which one?
I was using. I forget what it's called all the time, so I have to look it up.
I'm back.
Image Creator, which is like Bing's image creator. Go Microsoft. It's relatively simple and just easy to use, and I just play around with it sometimes when I'm trying to come up with character ideas.
I like it. It's awesome.
Yeah, the Bing
Actually,
one's really cool.
what was that?
Oh, the Bing one's really cool. I used it to generate the Mount Inaru image. I use Midjourney a lot.
Nice. Yeah, I was telling Mark I had wrote the prologue and then ran it through ChatGPT, and I'm like, rewrite this in the style of Stephen King. And then at the very end for the prologue, it was like the challenges that can unravel the very fabric of reality in Stephen King's Moss Swallow. They always have to like ham fist stuff in there. Are we all back and ready to go?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, so let's say you all end up taking naps or some time needed to yourselves, and maybe meet up around noonish or so. Unless the Tulip really wanted to get out and check out that log beforehand, or would he be willing to wait to meet
I
up with
will
everyone
wait
else?
for the crew. Tulip knows better than to go off by herself.
Yeah, so you all meet up at the well around noonish or so, after eating your peanut butter and jelly sandwiches with the crust cut off just the way you like it. And yeah, start making your way to the log as Ara explains what she saw the night before.
Yeah, I think we head over there. I think Odessa would stop at Phoebius's house before, like, just a couple minutes early to meet up with him to go. She's noticed that his parents feel like he's like doesn't have friends, so she just like wants to like emphasize like to them that they're not in trouble, or like that there's not trouble going on, and that like we're all buddies.
Fair enough, fair enough.
And I just like really casually like pop into their house, say hello very politely to his parents, but like just let myself in their back door, said hello very politely, and then booked it downstairs to meet Tobias.
Yeah, you find Philbius, and like one of the only times and ways he actually gets sleep is when he like falls asleep on his little like like little magical like ink typer. And he like fell asleep in the middle of writing up his report. Startles awake, and then will chase after you to
Tobias,
meeting point.
time to go.
Oh, oh no. Oh, my parents, I told them I'd get this report in. They're going to be expecting it.
It'll be okay. It'll be okay. I just talked to him. They totally understand. No problem.
What
I
happened? Sorry.
I fell asleep and didn't finish my redacted version of my report for my
Oh,
parents.
okay. Ooh, okay.
I only completed the official one from my records.
I see.
You
And as you
know,
walk
I
in the
think
door,
it's
your parents don't even
Tobias.
mention it.
And I make a big deal about like I'll get it to you by the evening. I'll turn it in with today's action report as well.
I'm pretty sure that was me as a child.
And we'll head off to meet everybody.
Cool.
Yeah, you guys meet up at the well and start to make your way towards the log. You reach it maybe 12:30 or so. Maybe some of you brought some sweet snacks along that you're trading with others.
There's nothing saying
That's so funny.
Odessa's like collecting sweet peas and like little edibles along the way that she will bring.
Yeah, you make your way to this swampy area. It doesn't look too much unlike any other parts of the swamp that you've seen before. Maybe it's a little more watery. The areas in blue are kind of like just there would be water, but you could walk through it. It'd just be like difficult terrain kind of stuff. The log is kind of near a pond that you'd seen that Ara had seen this creature reach in and smear something around the hollow log before the like mushrooms kind of glowed a little bit, and then the portal
Now,
opened up.
did it look like they like took something off of their person to smear it, or they got something out of the log to smear it?
You can't tell exactly what happened. You just saw it, they
Okay.
like reached towards the pond, and then next thing you know, we're rubbing something on the outside of the.
Oh, they
Uh,
reached towards the pond.
yeah, they reached inside the pond, and then rubbed something on the outside of the log
All right.
before disappearing into it.
I'm gonna let's see what it does. I'll plunge my hand into the pond to see if there's like something slimy or something I can grasp to smear on the log.
Yeah, I mean, there's all sorts of slimy stuff. There's mud.
Yeah.
You see some like insects, some frogs and tadpoles and fish, and other such things you'd expect to see in a swamp. Yeah, as you rub your just you're just doing water or
Yeah, all right, let's do this scientifically. And I'll start with the water and like progressively go from there
okay.
and
Uh,
tell everyone the results of the experiment.
yeah, you
I'm taking
go
notes on a little pad.
Yeah.
you go from object to object, grabbing it, rubbing it, and nothing really seems to be happening. There's probably something a little more complicated going on than just that.
While she's doing that, I'm gonna cast Detect Evil and Good so that I can see any aberration, celestial, elemental, phase, fiends, or undead within 30 feet of me.
You don't get the sense of any of those around you, unless any of you are evil, and you just haven't told us
Which
yet.
one of you is evil?
I did make the naughty list one year, but I think I've changed.
Yeah, from what you could tell, it just looks like an ordinary log. Looks like creatures, have habitated it in it a couple times, but
Well, it's not frog eggs. I'm gonna peer in the log and see if there's like anything in there that I can see.
nothing really. Whatever you'd expect to see. There's some dead bugs, some termites, some stuff just crawling around, rooting around, worms. Got a funky smell to it. It's kind of covered in lichen and mushrooms and stuff. You can see kind of on the rim there is like a smear of like some darkened matter.
Can
All
I?
right, look, that looks like our culprit.
Yeah. I want to pull out my artificer tools and see if I can like use them to tell what it is.
Yeah, you like take a sample of it. Why don't you give me a investigation or nature?
Yeah. Um, that's gonna be an investigation check of 23.
Oh yeah. You could tell that there's like multiple things. I mean, it's a little tough to tell because it's just had a bunch of fresh stuff smeared all over it.
You're welcome.
Yeah. I like extract. I'm like, well, this isn't the frog eggs or the water or the like or the swamp slime.
Yeah, it seems like there's like even some like fleshy bits, some like internal organs, and some like gross stuff kind of smeared on there.
Oh, there's some yucky things in this.
Like what?
Think
I write
like
yucky things and underline it in my notes.
yeah, like body parts of some creature.
Oh. I'm gonna.
Like yeah, like internal stuff.
Do I recognize any, based on what Odessa has found, does this sound like, or do I know what spell would require these types of material components?
Give me an Arcana roll.
That's a good wizard question. Can I help him with that?
Yeah, I think so.
So I got a 17. What is the help do? Does that add to the roll?
You could either Odessa can roll, or you could roll with advantage, whichever one you want to do.
You can roll with advantage if you want.
Sure. We're gonna go with the 17.
Okay. Yeah, you have heard many a story that your parents have told you about, fairies and stuff entering this world through portals and stuff. Usually to, scare children to stay out of the swamp is what you kind of got the sense of what they were, but maybe there's some truth in that story. So you feel like it's probably some portal, some place where the realms are, closer to each other than elsewhere.
So my parents, they would tell stories about how fairies would stalk the swamps. I always thought it was just trying to keep me out of the swamps because it's outside of my boundaries. I'm not supposed to be out here, actually, guys. But
Hmm.
um, these look like components that a fairy could use to move from their world to our world, and maybe this log is a a weak point in between the planes.
Maybe you can use it.
I don't know
Hmm.
how.
That sounds
I
Hmm.
mean,
exciting.
you're Faye, right?
Yeah, I am.
You're fake.
I'm a yeah. I'm a Hammergon.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Um,
So I can detect you. I see you.
It feels
so
really good to be seen.
You detect me? I'm so touched.
maybe we can ask some of the creatures around here.
Oh, good idea.
And I'll start ritual casting talk to creature.
Did she get all the mud out of the puddle when she smeared it on the log? Maybe you didn't go deep enough. I go deeper into the puddle and start smearing more on the log.
I mean, mud is yucky.
I get a bunch of it.
But that's not the yucky things I was talking about. I was talking about bloody body stuff.
You have to sacrifice to the log.
Yeah, you're pulling out
You
big
sacrifice to a
fistfuls
clown.
and you're smearing it all around, kind of building like a little sandcastle on top, kind of getting distracted a little bit.
Yes. Mud castles everywhere.
Odessa thinks this is amazing and starts making little windows in the tower of your castle.
You're like completely distracted.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to talk to a frog or something around here.
Yeah, you see this frog kind of off to the side. It's kind of lazy eye. It's kind of looking off to the side, but you can tell it's looking at you.
Hi, friend.
What up?
Um, have you seen any little people coming around and like killing things and putting them on this log?
Oh yeah. Yeah, it comes
Really?
around every couple nights or so.
Do you know what it is?
It's a glowy window thing.
Glowy. Yeah, yeah. Um, what are they doing to open the glowy window?
They just kind of reach in here and grab some of the youngins and smash them up real good,
Oh,
and grabs something from a sack and combines it with that and rubs it on
oh,
there.
they have something else. Okay.
Mm.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, if you see them, tell them to stop. I mean, those tadpoles aren't easy to make.
We will. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to stop them.
Ah, thank you.
Um, so it looks like they have something in a sack that they add to the tadpoles and then smear it on, and that's what opens it.
What do we have in our sacks?
I write down
I
sack
mean,
plus
I have some
tadpole
bread.
equals portal.
And I lean over your shoulder, Phobius, and like draw a little, like trace a little like arrow with my finger from like yucky things to tadpole guts.
It's all coming together.
All right. So I don't think we can open the portal.
Yeah, it
Hmm.
only comes around at night.
I bet you we can stake out the portal, though.
Exactly what I'm thinking.
Yeah. Should we let Timmy know that we're on the case still, but we won't be at the house?
Less
Yes.
specifics Timmy knows, the better. We just need to tell him that The plan's still in play.
True. He might
Okay.
tell his
Oh,
parents
good idea.
otherwise.
He's
Yeah.
compromised.
Exactly.
Good
Um,
call. Good call.
but let's put those. Can we put those spells up that we put up before? Like the one that talks to you in your head and says that there's something here, and then the one that captures stuff.
Yeah,
For
we
sure.
can. I think. But yeah, we can. Do we know this spell only lasts 8 hours? So I'll have to come out and
Oh,
recast it.
Okay.
mine lasts until it catches something. So I think it'll work even if we put it up now. We just need to make sure we don't step in it ourselves.
Hey, Mr. Frog, make sure you don't step in this area here.
Don't step there. Right,
Tell your
got it.
friends. Yeah. Otherwise, you'll be caught.
Wait, catches things?
It catches things.
Will it catch birds?
We're gonna try to
Uh,
catch the shiny window person.
'Cause we got birds that come around here and they eat us up.
I think it will catch creatures that step in it.
Yeah, so bird.
Or move
Excellent.
onto the
If it
ground
landed,
around it.
All
And
right.
it might need to be big enough to set it off. I don't know. It might depend how big the bird is. Which I'm
It's like
wondering if that
It's
will
like
happen.
10 of me stacked on top of each other.
That's really
huge.
big.
I'm
I
very
think that
small.
would do
Oh, that's right.
it.
But I mean, that's real big
I'm
for you.
hoping.
It's like smaller than
hoping
that
it
bird
will.
over there, pointing over at Philibus. Philbius.
Would I would I know from like a creature size perspective, would the thing that we saw be tiny or small?
Tiny.
Ooh, okay. It might not, my snare might not work. It might be too small for my snare.
Well, we can try it anyway, and then if it doesn't work, it doesn't work.
Okay. That sounds good. I mean, who knows?
But the
Maybe
alarm,
it doesn't always come through so small. The alarm should work either way.
yeah.
My alarm will still detect it even if it's tiny.
Good, good.
Cool. That's awesome.
And you want me to set it up right now? I can do it right now.
The frog says they only come at night.
Okay. We should wait then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyone want to go swimming?
Sure.
I wish I could, but I have to finish up my report. I'll see you guys later.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna spend some time doing some research to see what I can learn about this
Ooh,
fairy
that's
and
smart.
stealing teeth and the obsession with mouse poop.
Smart.
Yeah. You guys can take a little break, do whatever research or whatever you would like to do. Let me know if you
What
need
about you,
some.
Tulip? It's Joel here.
I want to go swimming.
All right.
Cool. We'll all swim for a little bit and then.
Last one, there's a rotten egg.
Woohoo! I keep
Watch
my
out
mask
for the
on
young
while I
ones.
swim.
Don't
Okay.
kill the young ones.
Okay.
The only thing I would
No.
like to do is, if I can, Evan, I would like to craft up a get a Tanglefoot bag and like craft it onto a bolt so I get like a really tiny version of it, so it's like the tiniest area of effect for targeting this particular creature. I want to like tangle up a tiny little tooth sucker.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Cool. Should I make a roll of some kind to see if I can craft this
Yeah.
successfully?
Let me see. And straight intelligence.
Sure. I do have leatherworkers tools.
I'll give you
That's helpful.
proficiency and
Yeah. All right. So intelligence plus proficiency is a +4 bonus. That gives me 15.
nice. Yeah, absolutely. You craft this. It's got a little bag on it, and you are convinced that this will work.
Be perfect. All according to plan.
and I've got
They
one
don't
of
know
those.
what's coming.
I make a few modifications to the weight on my beanbag bolts, or a few of them, and I feel like I'm all ready.
Yinfer wants to spend some time, all the friends are swimming, trying to figure out, diving into tomes of knowledge, trying to figure out what the heck this creature could be, if there's any like lore about this happening, just trying to learn as much as she can.
Yeah, you stumble across one of the books you carry with you is The Fae for Beginners. And you do see that there are creatures like fairies that do exist there and will make their way into the material realm from time to time. Uh, Generally good, but they're also known to be very mischievous as well. Uh, but you can't really find anything about the Tooth Fairy necessarily. But you do remember a lot of lore that you've had from your parents telling you that Tooth Fairy will come at night and take your teeth, and they've even said there's other cultures out there that say that animals will come and do it as well. So maybe this is some combination thereof, or not quite making pure sense to you, but you can see some ties of how everything's kind of related.
Is there any information in there about how to attract this type of Fey creature that doesn't come from a parental source? That's just strictly from the book.
Oh,
Yeah,
the adult section of the library.
yeah, yeah. Give me like a history check.
15.
15. This. Tooth fairies are known to be highly engaged in the seeking of teeth. So any amount of teeth or any teeth-like objects would probably gather its attention pretty quickly.
Ooh.
We should knock out someone's teeth.
Yeah, like those damn Hardy Boys.
Yeah.
We do know that Michaelius, the town drunk, usually passes out around this time.
Oh no.
We'll just borrow them. We'll give them back later.
Yeah.
You'll be fine.
No, that's not something Philbius would endeavor to do.
Ara would definitely talk about it, but not actually do it.
Philbius does it like Yennefer talking about this. Philbius says we could carve some teeth. We could make some fake teeth.
Yeah.
Cool idea.
Yeah, why don't some of you give me some rolls on we'll just go with intelligence again. And if you have any tools that lend your hand, you could be proficient with it.
Can I make wooden teeth
Yeah, absolutely.
out of my wood
They're
carving
good enough
tool?
for George Washington.
Go to
Ara-
the local
Ara-
tanner. Oh, good.
Ara's just gonna cast guidance on it's Yennefer, because Yennefer's super smart.
Can I assist our wood carver with my alchemy skills? Creating like when the teeth are done, I want to create a hard layer on the outside of them to make them look more like teeth.
Yeah, you could put like chalk or something
Yeah.
on it, kind of.
Yeah.
Who is the woodcarver in the group?
That's me, Tulip, who rolled
Okay,
a natural
I
19.
guidance on Tulip instead.
Yeah, you could use your intelligence plus your modifier with advantage.
So that 19 plus 4 is 23, plus my intelligence is -1, so 22.
Nice. Yeah, you make a good fistful of teeth. Very, very good looking teeth.
Look at these guys. Now wait,
Coat 'em with
Those look
chalk.
so good.
where do we put them?
I don't know, but maybe we could put them in a little pile to distract it when it comes through. Give us more time.
Like we can hide in the bushes and have the teeth leading to a good ambush spot.
Oh, that's perfect.
Hey, wait, I'll
Yeah.
go get my pillow. I heard you're supposed to put them under your pillow. and I
That's
run
right.
back to my house and then think better of it, and I run to Timmy's and jump in his window and take his pillow, because I don't want to get my pillow messy.
Give me a sleight of hand.
I rolled 2, so 3.
Yeah, as you're like trying to break into his house, you're halfway through the window before you realize that Timmy is laying in his bed, crying into his pillow with a swollen ass.
Oh, poor
Aw,
Timmy.
Timmy.
My deception didn't keep him from feeding him.
Uh,
I turned
Timmy,
myself
your
in for
dad's a
nothing.
jerk.
you get out of here! You get out of here right now!
All right, but I need your pillow. Thanks. Bye. And you can't get out of his hands.
Oh man, it's all like gross, snotty, and yellow, and it's not a pillow that you'd want. But yeah, you take it from poor Timmy.
It's perfect for getting all nasty.
Thanks, Timmy. It's for the greater good.
And he screams out his window, "You're an asshole!" And then he hears his parents say, "Timmy, did you use the A word?"
Wait. Before I leave, can I cast Laying Hands on Timmy to heal his bottom for 1 hit point?
Yeah, you lay your hands on Timmy's swollen ass and heal him for 1 hit point.
It's much better, Timmy. It'll be fine.
I'm about to get another ass beating now.
But now you can take it. You've been healed.
Yeah. So you've successfully stolen his pillow.
Borrowed. And I put the teeth under it in a nice pile.
In front of the log.
I put them over a little bit away from the log.
Okay. Well, you can put like a little marker or something perfect, yeah, over there. Okay.
They'll make a good little spot that's easy to ambush, right?
That's a really
Or is
gross
that what we're
pillow.
saying?
He was snotting on it. Sorry. He was sad. His butt got whooped.
Really?
From what it appears.
See, it doesn't even work when we do it.
What?
Nothing.
When we're honest and try and talk to adults?
Yeah.
Or did you lie to them?
No, I was honest.
Oh, yeah. Well, some of them you can trust and some you can't. You got to know the rats. You got to be able to identify the rats, you know?
Parents just don't understand.
No.
And some are definitely a part of the problem. There's got to be some of them who are involved in the conspiracy. Not just the tooth thing, but the case of the people purse. I'm sure that's not. I'm sure that case isn't closed all the way. I keep telling you guys.
You're probably right.
Strange things are afoot.
I hate doing the right thing.
Well,
that's why I'm a mercenary.
Well, because then you choose what the right thing is.
You just do what you want to, yeah.
That's why I'm a grizzled detective, because even if I have to get my hands dirty, I'll get the job done.
That's right.
Nice. Yeah.
And as you guys are setting it up and doing your research and making your teeth and going swimming, it's starting to get a little late in the evening. It's probably getting close to maybe age, like just starting to get dark outside. Before you kind of take note of the passing of time.
Well, last time this happened at midnight, so I say we keep our eyes out close.
Do we want to keep eyes on Timmy's house too?
I mean,
but then we can't talk to each other.
I did learn a spell earlier this year that I could summon a familiar, like an owl, to keep watch on a place, but
wow,
it'll just help if it sees something weird. It won't stop something from stealing the teeth.
Well, that's fine. We just need to know.
Okay,
we just need to know. Then we can rush back there, catch them.
Yeah.
It'll take a little bit to cast, so let me.
Evan, what time is it right now? Is it like dinner time?
It's 8:09 p.m. If you want to eat this late, you can, but you don't need to.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah, my it gives me a tummy ache, so I'm gonna
Okay, so I'll go ahead and cast alarm right now on the log, and I'll set it up so it'll only go off if a fairy, like someone from the Fae, enters. And
Okay.
then I'll need a little time to summon my familiar.
Okay.
And then
Okay.
it'll be cool. It'll be an owl. It'll be really cool, and I'll send it to Timmy's house to keep watch.
That sounds really cool.
Yeah, it does.
I want an owl.
You just gotta go to school
No.
with me, and you can learn.
But it's so boring.
Yeah, well, owls aren't boring.
But
That's
learning how to make
true.
owls would be cool.
Yeah, that would be cool.
It's not as cool as being a mercenary, though.
That's true. Being a mercenary is the best.
So many choices.
Yeah, I would say an hour passes by with the owl popping into fruition. It's definitely getting nighter. Mosquitoes are starting to come out now, and the fog's starting to roll in as well. It's getting a little chilly.
yeah, Philbius is ready to set up and nearby the log, hide somewhere and get the little Tanglefoot bolt ready to shoot at the creature, the thing when it comes through.
Okay. Yeah, nightfall. Nightfall's time passes. You got, let me guess, the snare in front of the log, alarm on the log, and pile of teeth nearby, and you have a prepared action.
Yeah.
Okay. Is anyone else
Uh,
preparing an action or anything?
yeah, you see that Odessa has pulled out like this magical little weapon. It looks like it looks a little bit like a slingshot.
Mm.
And it's my little infusion, my artificer infusion thing that's a repeat shot.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's a little like slingshot with a repeating feature.
Cool.
I'm gonna
So
prepare.
I'll hold an attack with that.
If you guys want to move yourself like kind of around the log, wherever you'd like.
Oh yeah, I'll bear Rudy. Okay. There's.
You know, so
All right.
Where's the is this the pillow with the teeth?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. And it
What
does
this?
eventually dawn on you guys as the time passes that if there's no pillow to put a tooth under, will the tooth fairy still come?
Well,
Great
that's why we
question.
put the
Yeah.
teeth under the pillow.
True.
It'll be a data point for us to consider if,
Mhm.
can sense
yeah, if there's
real
not
teeth.
a kid sleeping on the pillow.
Or would Timmy steal
Um,
a sibling's pillow?
No doubt he would.
Mm.
I'll make sure my snare is around the log, even though it may not matter.
Or the snare is just there by the opening.
And what is this circle? Sorry.
Oh, that's a pond.
Oh, gotcha.
Clearly.
I am going to prepare a spell to cast whenever something comes through.
Okay.
The purple is my snare.
Okay.
I hide behind the log.
Okay.
And so we'll hide over here behind some bushes.
Yeah, same.
What happened to Tulip? Where'd your icon go?
Oh, maybe actually, let's hide over here. Tulip's over on the other side of the log.
Yeah,
Nice.
like this little icon. But whatever.
Nice pond.
That is a much better looking pond.
Nice.
Oh yeah. So everyone has their prepared action. Everyone's ready to go. Later on in the evening, maybe 11:30ish or something like that, you see a glow start to appear on the log,
Ready.
and just afterwards, uh, a large dog comes running out of it with a chained collar, and one after another, these dogs come piling out of the log. The very first one steps on the snare and flies up in the air, and you all
Mhm.
unleash your shots. Let's roll for initiative.
Okay.
Nice.
They're all dogs, though. Darn it.
So far, you've only seen like 3 dogs come out in the short amount of time.
They're all going to heaven.
Yep.
You mean the first level of Mount Celestia where the dogs go when they die? And then gain the ability to talk.
I got a 13.
Got a 9.
I got 19.
Is this initiative?
Mhm.
What about Tulip and Philly?
I got a 4.
10.
10. First up is going to be Ara.
Okay. I'm going to hold my spell, which is hold person, until I see a person-like thing come out of there.
Okay. So
Remembering what happened last time with the fake out with the mice.
right.
Yeah.
Next up is going to be Yinfer.
I am going to cast. I'm gonna do what I did last time. I'm just gonna cast Detect Thoughts in preparation.
Okay.
Let me move up a little bit here.
And now that you've kind of seen these dogs a little bit closer, they're very kind of got yellow skin. They don't seem to have any fur. They have these pointed ears and large jaws, huge claws with kind of spikes coming off of their elbows. Very skinny but very strong looking creatures. And they kind of like fade a little bit in and out of existence, or so it seems.
Oh shit.
Whoa. What's their deal?
Where are you going, Yennefer?
Just counting, sorry. I'm gonna go there, and I'd like to try to do this as quietly and without being seen as possible.
Yeah, the dogs are completely shocked and surprised by all of this and are not paying attention to you at all.
There.
All right, so that will be the end of your turn.
Yes.
So let's go ahead and resolve. The first one is floating up in the air, stuck by a snare. That shot went off. Go ahead and roll for an attack, please.
The
What?
shot, like the.
Gunshot?
Philbius' shot.
Oh, I'm not shooting a dog.
Oh, okay. Oh, you're waiting for the.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a
Um,
special bolt loaded right now. I'd have to reload to shoot one of the dogs.
Gotcha. No, they're all coming out. So in total, you see 10 dogs, a pack of these dogs.
10 dogs.
Holy crap.
The one is kind of
Wow.
like floating in a snare. They're all chained, and as they come out, lastly comes a small fairy.
I fire.
I cast my spell.
You hear "Holy fuck" in your head, Yennefer.
I also shoot being shot.
The wisdom saving throw.
And yeah, this you've noticed this time that he appears to be wearing some armor.
Okay.
So wisdom saving throw.
DC 14.
Does charm person work on Fae or
I don't
hold
think
person?
hold person. Let's see. It says choose a humanoid, so maybe not.
I mean, they are humanoid.
Are they humanoid?
I mean, yeah.
They're not. Yeah.
Okay.
Wisdom saving throw.
Yeah.
Does that mean that my alarm didn't go off?
No, your alarm would have
Okay.
gone off as well when the first dog came through, unless there's something about it not working on fey creatures.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
He rolled a 6, so he is held.
All right.
Your shot goes off as well, Mark. A good roll for an attack.
Yeah. Okay. And I'm stealthing, so I have advantage.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is. I'll be hopefully. So with this arrow, will you let me do damage and use like hopefully like disable it with Tanglefoot goo or just? Oh, that's a natural 20.
Oh no, you can do damage.
Cool. So I'll use sneak
I mean,
attack.
if that's the
It'll
intent.
be subdual. Like definitely trying to like do non-lethal damage. It'll be so it's a nat 20 with my sneak attack, which is 2d6 at this level, I believe. Yes. So that's
Like the
3d6,
fourth
which is
thing.
max damage if we're doing crits that way. Then I roll another 3d6.
Yeah.
Wow.
He's dead.
Oh, all fours. That's another 12. So it's 6, 12, 18 plus 12. That's 30 damage plus 3. 33 damage. And also the Tanglefoot thing hopefully goes off unless I mess it up on creation.
What's it, like a deck save or anything? I guess he is held person, so he's definitely held.
Oh, perfect. Yeah,
Yeah.
like just like a bunch of like goo and like stuff like springs out of the bag as well and like helps hold the thing there even more. And I hit it like the blunt bean filled bolt tip. There's like a little bit of weight still in it with the Tanglefoot bag as well, and that does some damage.
Yeah, you hit it and he like spins around. It almost looks like he dislocated his arm with that hit. And then he's held in place, so he's kind of like locked there. And the detect thoughts you just hear, "Oh fuck, I've failed my nephew." And I guess he can't talk because he's held, or is he?
Yeah, he's
He's
paralyzed.
paralyzed. Yep, so he can't say anything. But yeah, his thoughts are racing right now. He is like, "I'm fucked. I'm fucked. I'm fucked. I'm fucked. You know, my nephew's fucked. I'm dead. I'm dead. These dogs are gonna kill these children. Oh god. Oh god." And that will end his turn. He just kind of got
That was
pulled
my
out with the
turn.
dogs. Okay, yeah, that was your turn.
Yeah, that was my reaction rather.
Okay, so that's yeah. So that was the end of the dogs. He came out because of the end of the dogs. So they're all chained. So I guess he's paralyzed. So he's still holding the chains to these dogs. Next up,
Can you set the like imagery for me? Because like we have like all these dogs with like chains around them, and all the chains are leading to this tiny little like fairy-like creature. Are they like the
How
thinnest
big
of
are
like
these dogs?
golden neck chains?
These dogs are medium creatures, so they would probably be about
Wow.
3 feet tall. And yeah, so you see one blink dog kind of hanging in the air by some invisible snare. You see the other 9 kind of like barking at everything around them, kind of being pulled at their chain. I think if it wasn't for hold person, he would not be able to like hold on to the chains at this point. But since he's completely paralyzed, he's holding on to them, and they're all kind of like spreading out, like looking to like jump and attack at all of you. But yeah.
I'll handle the dogs. Don't worry.
And that's the end of his turn. So next up is Philbius.
Oh, nice. Well, in that case, if he looks pretty well, you'll handle the dogs. Should I shoot him?
I mean, you can knock them out if you want.
All right.
But
Yeah, I'll load up another non-lethal bolt, and if I can stealth first to get advantage, I will do so. Actually, I'm this kind of rogue, so let me I'll take a shot on one of these dogs, but I will use my bonus action to do insightful fighting.
ooh.
And I can make an insight check against a creature that isn't incapacitated, opposed by its deception check. And if I succeed, I can use sneak attack against the target, even if I don't have advantage.
Nice.
So insight. Oh my god, why am I so bad at rolling the dice? 10?
10 to hit.
No, 10 for my insight against their deception.
And I have to make a deception check.
Yeah.
Fails.
Nice. So I can crit, or I can sneak attack. So that's a 19 to hit.
That will hit.
Nice. So I sneak attack this dog. 3d6. That's 12, 15 points of piercing damage.
All right. Is this the one that's floating up in the air, or is this just in the air?
One of the more threatening ones. One of the ones that are still running around. Just whichever is nearest me, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, you see one barking away at you, kind of like jumping at the chains as you fire a beam back chair. It hits it right in the throat, and it like stops and like has to hack and cough it up for a little bit. But yeah, a great shot, which this thing looks heavily wounded.
Excellent. That'll end my turn.
Next up, we have Odessa.
Okay, Odessa is going to fire her.
Oh, sorry. Can I climb a
infusing
tree?
sling. Oh,
I'm sorry, you're going to do what, Odessa?
Can I climb a tree?
Yeah, you can climb a tree.
Cool. I'll climb up just like 10 feet or something.
Odessa will run up kind of near her friends, probably at the base of the tree that Sylvia's just climbed, and she will shoot her slingshot at this the guy, the little fairy creature,
Okay.
not knowing what happened. Wait, he's contained right now?
He's paralyzed, so I think you have advantage.
He's paralyzed.
Is that right, Sarah? Is that?
Yes, he's paralyzed.
I think that means
Okay.
advantage.
Yeah, Odessa doesn't probably think too much about whether or not he needs to be attacked. He's just the bad guy. So
I don't think you get advantage if it's a range. I only think it's melee. But I'm not 100% sure.
I'm looking it up.
I don't know. Yeah, look it up. I forget or maybe it's like melee is the critical, like auto crit one.
So I automatically fail strength and dex saving throws. Attack rolls have advantage, and any attack that hits a creature is a critical hit if the attacker is within 5 feet.
Oh, okay. There we go.
Okay.
So Arrow's gonna say, "Don't kill him."
Odessa like kind of slows and she's like, "It won't," and she just like fires and shoots anyway.
Love it.
And there are like these little magical like beanbag kind of things that she's shooting with them. But they are so she fires. That's trying to tell what my bonus is for firing. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong page. That's why that's not telling me that. It is a 13 to hit.
13 does not hit.
And you just go ahead.
Oh, you see the little shot like bounce off his metal. Once again, you hear in your mind, Yennefer, like, fuck, oh, fuck, they're going to kill me.
Tessa will like try to sound larger than tougher than she is and just like roar at it. And then just like stands there and like gets her sling ready to go again.
These children are feral. That'll end your turn?
Yeah.
Next up, we have Tulip.
Tulip! I can only move 30 feet from where I'm at, so I'm going to run up onto the log. I don't know where everybody is. Are there any dogs within reach of this spot?
I would say the dog chains are like, let's say 10 feet from, so anywhere from the entrance, about 10 feet or so. If you want to get within melee range, you could, yeah.
Okay, sweet. Then I'm going to smack myself a dog with my Warhammer.
Okay. Is this the same one that was shot before or a different one? I guess it'd be different because you're on the other side, so yeah.
So I rolled a 22 21 to hit. Yay! I hit a thing! Uh, it's hard to find dice. Where are all my D8s? I found a D8. I rolled for 5 points of damage. And that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to hold my shield up and say, hey, dude, what's your goal here with these dogs?
He is paralyzed and is just looking, staring straight ahead, unable to move.
Well, that's unfortunate.
You definitely see sweat like coming out, and he is also, as you can see now that you're really close, like pretty bloodied. This guy is real messed up after that first salvo.
Sorry, dude.
Will that end your turn?
That'll end my turn.
Next up we have Ara.
Okay. So I'm gonna go over. Closer to here.
Okay. That's
And I'm
probably
gonna.
like within dog range or close to a dog.
Yeah, I'm going near the dogs.
Okay.
I'm gonna hold up my hand, and there's gonna be like a golden green light. It takes the shape of some sort of symbol, and I'm gonna use my channel divinity to charm any beast or plant creature that can see me within 30 feet.
Plant or beast?
Yeah, they get a
Okay.
wisdom saving throw of 14.
So
I
there's
don't know if it'll affect these guys, but she doesn't know that, so.
right. If it's a beast, then it would not, since these are fey creatures. But
Charm animals and plants.
yeah, so all the plants and animals, you see, like all of the frogs kind of like stare at you lovingly. The plants lean in a little bit closer. The frog you were talking to focuses his lazy eye so that both are staring directly at you, and you see him like lick his lips.
Alright.
And then
But yeah, they are definitely the feeling it right now.
Why aren't the dogs reacting?
You probably infer with your experience,
This
maybe
isn't
understand
fair.
that things from the Fae are different
This
with
is
your
so
research.
dumb. Why aren't your dogs like normal dogs? I'm also going to use my bonus action to healing word the fairy.
I don't think they're real dogs. They're some kind of doppelgangers.
You just called them doppelgangers.
Did.
Brilliant.
I love it.
Yeah. How much is he healed for?
1 second. Let me find my dice. Do we know that Yenfer can read thoughts?
Has Yenfer ever shared that with people before?
Yeah, that's
Yeah?
been shared. Yes.
Okay. Yenfer, can you read the thoughts of this creature, of this fairy? Ah!
Yeah, I am right now.
Oh, you are right now? Okay.
Yeah, he's real scared. Really, really scared that he's about to die.
Odessa says, "You're scared?" To the fairy.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He heals for 8 points of damage.
Awesome.
And I'm gonna go and try to, like, I know the dogs are there, but I'm gonna sit in front of them anyway.
I was gonna sit in front of the dogs.
And yeah, but like trying to sit in front of the fairy, looking at him.
You gonna get in the dog range?
Yeah, if you get in range of the dog, you're pretty sure these dogs are gonna attack you.
And I'll be like, "Can you stop your dogs from attacking us? We're not trying to kill you." And I'll look at Yennefer.
Yeah, you've heard his detect thoughts be like, they're just fucking with me now. They're just torturing me.
He's not buying it. He's
I
pretty
just
scared.
healed him.
Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. He's really scared. It's like we ambushed him or something.
You're so dumb, I say to the fairy.
So are your dogs.
Yeah, and your dogs are ugly too. All right, that's my turn.
Next up we have The fairy. He gets a chance to get out of this, yeah?
I think so, probably.
Beginning or end of the turn?
Let's see.
Wisdom saving throw, that's right.
End of each of its turns.
Okay, so yeah, he will make a wisdom saving throw. Nat 20. So yeah, he is out of it, and he's going to make a strength saving throw to see if he can continue holding on to these dogs.
Mm.
Holy shit! Another nat 20. Yeah,
Oh my god.
he does it.
Oh.
He says, "Stop! Stop, please! I don't want these dogs to hurt you. Please don't hit them. They're my pets. I need them."
I'll put up my hands.
Yeah, I mean, the dogs are still like going crazy, you know, like he's trying to contain the dogs to the best of his ability, but you know, they're just getting attacked suddenly out of nowhere. They're trying to defend their master.
Who goes after me, by the way?
Next up after this guy is Yinfer.
I'll say, Yinfer, throw them some treats.
And he's just like, heal, heal, heal. You
Well, if the fairy said to heal, did you have more healing spells?
No, the
Yeah,
dogs.
I can heal
The
him.
dogs.
Oh,
Heal
yeah.
the dogs?
Yeah, heal the dogs.
Okay,
Does that make them friendly?
I couldn't hurt.
but throw them some treats too, just in case.
I only have my snack, and my mom says I have to take it if I feel dizzy because my
All
blood sugar is
right,
low.
all right.
Please just back away from me,
Odessa,
please.
throw them some treats.
Yeah, he's asking you to like back away from him to like so he can kind of control the dogs a little bit better. But
Okay.
he's gonna spend his the remainder of his free action doing that. And next up is Yinfer.
Okay. So what a wild 6 seconds. So Yennefer is going to get as close as she can. Wait, did he say back away?
Yeah, he was asking people to like
Yeah.
back away so he could help
Okay.
control the dogs a little bit easier.
Okay.
Mm.
So Yennefer is not very charismatic, but is able to read the room. So stays where she is, and she says to the fairy,
We just want to know what's going on with the teeth. Why do you and your nephew keep taking teeth and placing mouse poop under everybody's pillow? Tell us.
It's real gross.
My nephew, he's the tooth fairy. He's the one that gets your teeth. He's got a sickness. He needs them. He grinds them up and uses it. 2 weeks ago, he got attacked by a cat and barely made it out of here. It was that damn cat that lives down the street from you, pointing to Odessa.
Oh,
And you do remember
What was
that the Grim Rose's cat had passed away about 2 weeks ago, seemingly out of nowhere, just died.
the cat died.
Yeah,
The cat died.
almost killed my nephew, but he made it out alive. I've been trying to fill
Did-
in to get his medicine.
Did he kill their pet?
I mean, the cat attacked him,
Their-
and he tried to defend himself. It's the only way he got away. And I'm just trying to help my cousin out, please, or nephew. He didn't mess up. I was me messing up.
What does he need? He's sick?
Yeah, he's almost knocked out. That cat really fucked him up, man. He just needs teeth for now. It'll help him
Insight
get
check.
better. Yeah. Go ahead.
I also would like to make an insight check. My bag.
Yeah.
Yeah, go for it.
So I rolled
yeah, same
poorly.
here.
Only a 10.
It's a 10.
13.
Aw, man, this is so pathetic. That's 8.
We're some
Go
gullible kids.
Yeah, I mean, you believe every word he's saying.
Odessa just doesn't believe him because she's sad that her neighbor's cat died.
That's
Well,
fair.
If
but
the Tooth Fairy's your nephew, why aren't you bringing copper like the Tooth Fairy normally does?
yeah,
I don't make his
Yeah.
rounds like he does. He knows the houses that leave stuff for him, and he uses those to gift children. I don't know where to go to get these things. I'm just trying to keep him alive. I'm getting desperate. These dogs were to dig up a grave.
A grave?
There's
Oh,
many.
to
There's a
get
lot of
teeth?
teeth in there.
can't someone heal him?
No,
Why not?
Yeah,
we don't know anyone. The closest person's a hag. They'll help, but at what cost?
Well,
I
we
can
could
cast
heal
healing
you.
spells.
So can I.
I don't know. He's really messed up, man.
Here.
Well, can he come through this portal? If you bring him to us, we can try to heal him.
Look, he said if I bring him 20 teeth and get the bag that was stuck in the cat's mouth, I could bring him back with that. Or if you know someone that could help heal him, maybe we could bring him to him or her.
I
I
start
mean,
rummaging
how many
around through
teeth do you
my.
guys got? You guys got teeth? Oh my God, teeth! And he points to the bag. Oh my God, we're saved. How many are there?
You mean the pillow?
Yeah.
Cup?
Decoy. Well,
Oh,
I don't know.
how does your nephew feel about wood teeth?
those aren't teeth as such.
Oh, it's not
But
gonna help.
sometimes people use them as teeth. Hmm.
Why are you guys doing this to me? I'm just trying to help my cousin, my nephew.
Because Ronnie had mouse droppings under his pillow instead of copper.
Look, I don't want to creep into some kid's room. I got these mice friends from the Fae. They were helping me out. I don't know. I guess they pooped under his pillow. I didn't have anything to do with that. I'm sorry.
I see.
So
And those teeth were really bad, man. They were really bad. You guys need to work on your health, your dental health.
That's why we came here to protect Timmy's teeth. His are perfect.
They're amazing, right?
yeah.
Hmm. Do you need copper?
I
We
don't
could
got
make the trade
anything.
for you.
I don't have anything.
There's
I
an
wonder if
ancient contract between our kind and yours that the teeth
Yeah.
are exchanged for copper. And if you break that promise, that treaty, then, well, there's nothing that can save you then.
Well, I mean
True.
that's something I don't deal with. Like I said, I just need the teeth. Let me just go to the graveyard. I'll get the teeth. I'll leave you guys alone. I'll try and get the cat. I don't know, man. I don't have much
cat?
time.
We'll
I don't think
go.
he'll make it for
We'll
another
take
hour.
you to
Yeah,
the graveyard.
they need the bag from the cat. I
Yeah.
bet the bag has the copper in it.
I bet that's right. And we'll
Yep.
take one
Oh.
for Ronnie and one for Timmy, and you can have Timmy's tooth as well.
There you go.
All right. I mean,
That
whatever.
seems fair.
All right, let's go.
And also one for each of us, because we've had we're working here. We're working this investigation. That's not that's work, and it's
true.
not free.
Can I pet one of your doggies?
No, these dogs here. Let me. I'll get rid of these. Oh man, you really fucked them up. I mean, like kind of pets a dog that's
I'll cast a cure wounds on it.
all right.
If it's still hurt, is he still hurt?
Yeah, he's still real fucked up.
Oh, I guess I'll do two cure wounds then.
Yeah,
Hopefully, we won't have to fight anything in the graveyard.
Odessa's like looking back and forth at her friends and seeing that this guy. She's still feeling a little mad about the neighbor's cat, but she also is like doesn't want to be the poor sport.
9 points to the dog,
Okay.
And 7 points to the fairy.
How are they looking now?
The dog is looking much, much better. The wounds have healed up. The dogs are like not as viciously barking anymore. They're not really sure what's going on. They kind of like, they're gauging the room a little bit. So they've kind of chilled out a little bit, and now that this fairy creature is holding on to them, they're kind of under his control a bit more. And you see him kind of move the chains over to one hand. And you can see he's actually like he's a pretty strong fairy from just getting a good glance at him. But you see him reach into the little pond there and like pull out some tadpoles and like crush them up in his hand, and he reaches
Hey.
in.
Hey,
Don't go.
No, I
Turning the
need to get
dogs
rid
back.
need to get rid of the dogs.
oh, all right.
And like
But I want one.
you can't have a dog. These things would kill you.
Oh.
You see them like kind of blinking in and out of existence, like momentarily as they're trying to get out of their collars, but they can't since it's chained up.
I kind of pout, but don't say anything.
Yeah, so he reaches his this guts covered hand into this bag and kind of rubs it over the log as a portal
Oh.
opens up and he sends it through.
The froggies don't like it when you kill their babies.
I'll start taking it from other ponds then, I guess. Sorry.
Okay,
Yeah, they
that
need them
sounds
with
good.
you or something.
I'll let my nephew know.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. And he,
Want to ride on my shoulder?
No, I'll walk. Thank you.
Oh.
Still like very untrusting of you, but at the same time, this seems like the best course of action. So you're gonna help me get the bags, and you'll help me get the teeth.
Yeah.
Okay.
I need 20 teeth.
Okay.
What?
I'm sure we have 20 bodies in the graveyard.
Okay. Thanks, guys. Really appreciate it.
No desecrating graveyards.
Oh, it's fine. They're dead. They're not using their teeth right now.
Yeah, no, we can't do
I mean,
that. Adults have
That's why I
teeth.
brought the dogs to help dig them up.
Yeah.
What if there's a way? Like,
Do they have to be real?
Would it work to teeth and like a healing potion?
No, I mean-
It sounds like it's some kind of special sickness.
He said that either I could bring him to someone that could maybe help if you know anyone, or possibly I could get these teeth and get this bag.
Do we know anyone in town who has special healing abilities? Because apparently ours aren't good enough.
You do know of a person that they thought was a hag that was living out in the swamplands, which actually kind of turned out to be a a witch type
Oh
person.
yeah, she's our friend. Wonder if she could help.
How far away does she live again?
She's pretty deep in the swamp, but maybe an hour's journey.
Do we think Hagatha could help?
I think Hagatha could help.
I love that so much.
We have a witch friend who's not a hag, don't worry. We already discovered that.
Well, I could get my nephew and we could take him there.
Yeah, let's do that. That way we don't have to disturb anyone's sensibilities by digging up graves.
Okay,
I was
probably a good
definitely
idea.
wanting stuff in exchange for her services last time, though. We probably will need to come with some copper or something.
So we need to get the cat bag first.
Do we still need the cat bag if we have Hagatha?
I have no idea what's in the bag.
Well,
Well, go get your nephew, and then he can tell us if we need the bag or not.
Okay, I live a really far distance from this portal. I'll be right back as soon as possible. And you see him once again grab. He walks to a further away puddle and
We have,
grabs some tadpoles.
Detect Thought still going?
Yeah.
Is he being honest? I mean, I guess I should leave that to Yin for.
Yeah. I mean, everything he's saying, he's not trying to be deceptive. You don't hear him making any thoughts of like, oh, this will trick them, or he's being as genuinely honest as he can be around a bunch of children that tried to kill him just moments ago.
Keeps harping on about that. We weren't even trying to kill him.
I'm just,
If
this is
I
making me so, just out of character,
Very
I am so
sensitive
grateful
about
my
this.
kids don't have magic.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, he reaches into his bag and he lives far away from the portal, but you see him walk into the portal, and like a half second later, you'll see him pop back out with the nephew in hand. And there is a smaller fairy. One of his like butterfly wings is like crushed in half. He's got like some severe puncture wounds that are like bleeding pretty badly, but they've been bandaged as best as possible.
Oh, I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds.
Yeah, I mean he definitely like gets a little bit better, but you can see that there's something that got him. Some kind of like what's the cat disease that people get from like
Oh,
Cat
spinning?
scratch fever.
Yeah, I mean like there's like some
Yeah, the
like
bacteria or whatever it is.
yeah,
that,
yeah,
like,
something like that is affecting him. There's something more than just something that healing could provide. But yeah, he definitely like he like kind of comes to a little bit and like smiles and nods in your direction before passing back out in like excruciating pain.
maybe these will help tide him over, and I offer the pile of wooden teeth.
Yeah, you pile them on top of him, and
Yeah.
he's still just like passed out. If they're wood, they're not going to do anything.
Mm.
I'm just going to give him hope.
That was so quick. You were back so quickly. I didn't expect that.
Yeah, time works differently from where I'm at.
Really? How does it work?
It's very complicated, but can we please get my nephew some help, please?
Yeah. Oh, my name's Ara, by the way.
Hello, Ara. You could call me Griswold.
Okay.
Well, if we wait till morning, I can always tell you what kind of disease he has.
I don't know if he has till morning. He's not looking well.
Oh, then we probably don't want to wait till morning.
Ooh, if we get Timmy's tooth, will that give him a little time?
He needs a lot more than that. Can we
Okay,
please get to
let's
this
go.
healer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will lead the way boldly.
You all triumphantly like high step your way out there. Often getting distracted by stuff along the way and constantly being reminded, like, please, he's gonna die. And you eventually make your way to the witch's cabin, a dilapidated, mossy old cabin that barely rises out of the swamp. There is a nearby garden that flourishes all with a ton of different plants in them, herbs and vegetables and whatnot.
I'm gonna pick some of her flowers for her.
Right.
Some of our own flowers.
Yeah, to give them to her.
So generous.
I know,
Odessa will
right?
definitely help.
There's a strong smell of like herbs being cooked in pots and stuff inside.
I'll knock at the door. Knock, knock, knock.
Oh, hello.
Hagatha! Hi!
Hi, Hagatha.
Oh, the children. Welcome. And she,
Hey,
takes a
Hagatha.
little time to, you hear a clump, a couple steps, clump, couple steps, clump, as she opens the door. Oh, it's so good to see you again.
Oh, you too. Sorry it's so late at night. It's kind of an emergency. Um, we met a friend and they're very sick and we're hoping you can help.
there are lives
Oh.
and teeth at stake, Hagatha. Time's of the essence.
Oh.
And we brought you some flowers of yours.
Oh, yes.
We thought they were ready for picking.
Those are very lovely flowers, so thank you, gals. I appreciate that. And you see her like slowly walk over to a vase and slowly clomp across the room to fill it with water. Slowly walk back out and put it on the table and puts the flowers in it. I'll appreciate it and think of you when I look at them.
They're so pretty.
Now, you said time is of the essence. Where's your little
Oh,
friend?
This
Griswold.
is Griswold and his nephew.
Please, a cat fucked him up real bad. I don't know how much longer he's got. And Griswold sets the little fairy down on the table. She kind of like, puts her a different pair of reading glasses on and kind of studies him closely. Oh, he's a fey creature. And reaches into a library of books that she has and pulls out an old dusty tome. Blows it off, flips through a couple pages, and oh yes, he's gonna need something, um, some toad tongues. Need 3 toad tongues, and I should be able to wrap them up, and this will extract the cat poison from him. Cats are poisonous, to fey creatures.
Poisonous?
If you're a fey creature, they may have a poison.
Oh,
Watch
no.
out, Yennefer.
Oh, thank you.
I can help catch some toads,
Yeah.
or
Oh, these aren't ordinary toads. These are giant toads.
Do you have any
how do
tongues
we
of
get?
Well, there happens to be a giant pond nearby. I think there may be some giant toads there. I think that's how that works.
Not a lake?
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
smaller than a lake. It's like a giant
Mm.
pond.
Mm-hmm. Right in that sweet spot, right between a pond and a lake.
It's maybe a half an hour from here. I'll show you on the map. And she pulls out a little map and draws a little X.
I'll
It's
cast
not very helpful.
Spare the Dying on the fairy that's on the Tooth Fairy.
What was that? What are you casting?
Spare the Dying.
Oh man, he's gonna die, isn't he?
No, this will keep him
Well,
from
making
dying.
sure he doesn't.
It's gonna make him,
Just
just in case he gets to the brink of death before we get back. We don't want him to die.
Look, do you guys want me to stay or go? I'm afraid to leave him here with this lady I just met.
stay with
Is it?
him.
Stay with him. Yeah, we'll take care of it. Don't worry. We got
You're
this.
weak from when I almost killed you with a single shot earlier.
Yeah, man, you're deadly.
Don't worry, if I had wanted to kill you, you would be dead. It was meant to be non-lethal.
I don't know why you guys were trying to kill me to begin with. I didn't
We
do anything
weren't
wrong.
trying to kill you.
We were
We're
just
trying to
catch
solve
you
the
and get
case.
information from you. That's all.
All right, well, I appreciate your help now. You're really making up for it.
Yeah.
Case of the pillow pooper.
Yeah, and it's 9 o'clock. There's like one last little battle, which I could say we could probably do a tiny bit of it, or do you just want to call it here?
Up to you guys. I'm good either way.
Set
It'd
the
probably-
scene for us and let us give a little style point.
Probably
for
like
it.
half an hour, maybe at the max, or
I just tested positive for the vid, so I'm not going to work
Oh.
tomorrow, so
Nice.
I've got time.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
It's alright.
is
Happens
anyone
as it
opposed
does.
to staying up another half an hour?
I could do
Okay.
that.
All right.
Well,
Infer?
Yeah, you guys make it to the large pond, and you happen to see 3 large toads kind of hanging out near the shore, like picking bats out of the air and swallowing them whole. But it seems like you could probably get the drop on them. They're not really paying attention. If you
Just-
want to give me like a group stealth check,
hmm
Yeah.
Oh my god, I rolled
Oh wow,
Like,
I'm so bad at rolling
so
stuff.
bad.
I
11.
rolled a 6.
I rolled an 8.
19.
So
Ooh.
not getting the drop. Well, one of us gets the drop.
I rolled 8? Yeah, 8.
Okay.
They do not have a very high passive perception. I'd say this is going to be because it's a straight 10 on their passive perception. We had some real low rolls, some medium rolls. We'll just call this you're sneaking up on them and You kind of catch each other at the same time and roll for initiative.
Really quick, because we kind of came into this one, I wanted to cast Gift of Alacrity on Tulip, which is
Ooh.
a 1d, just to add a 1d8 to initiative rolls.
Perfect.
I wanted to cast Bless on my 3 no, we have more than 3. So we'll go. I can wait until my turn.
Oh, no, you can do this now. You had time to like plan this out. If there's anything you guys want to cast or like do before the battle is something you would have worked out ahead of time.
Odessa and hold on. Mark, what's your character's name? Philbius?
Philbius Fellfeather.
All right.
Yes.
And Yenfer, and I'll do it at level 2 so I can get Tulip as well.
Ooh.
And what'd you cast?
Bless.
Oh, wonderful.
Nice.
Why are they not filling?
What?
Oh, it's not filling for some reason. There we go.
There you go.
Oh, there's the pond.
Oof.
One's so big.
So big.
I rolled a 20 for initiative.
I mean, it's a large pond. It's bigger than big.
It's a large pond.
All right,
Just to
what's
be
your
clear.
what's your I'm sorry, what was your initiatives?
4.
20 for Odessa.
Sick.
14.
24.
Wow.
Philbius got a big 12.
All right, and the toad. Oof. Rolled well. First up is Odessa.
All right. Odessa is going to use the spell Catapult. And she's going to try to hit one of the toads. If she can, she's just going to try to hit one of the toads with her Catapult spell. And, see what happens. They have to make a dex saving throw. I found a large stone on the ground. And
Okay,
fling
dex
it.
saving throw.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm trying to add icons and figure that out. They made it so complicated.
Yeah.
It was so easy before.
It is. I had to sign in and everything. It was lame.
I know.
All right, so we'll set them there. You can set yourselves wherever you'd like to be for the combat to begin. I'm rolling a dexterity saving throw for one character.
Yeah. For one toad.
Dirty 20.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Is that half damage?
They dodge out of the way. No, unless I was able to line it up, and I meant to say this before, but actually I didn't. It's fine. No, it's not. It just anything it does strike, it takes 3d8 damage.
Oh, gotcha.
So if it misses the toad, it just bludgeons into the water, making a big splash.
You see it like skip across the large pond. skip.
Yeah.
Will that end
90
your turn?
feet.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
I will. Oh yeah, I need to put my position.
Wait, I have both Josh and Carly at 24. That can't be right.
Harley's at 20.
Oh,
Carly's
gotcha.
at
Oh, I'm
20.
sorry. Then Yenfer should have gone first at 20.
Okay.
That doesn't matter.
Hey, potato. Doesn't matter to me.
Yeah. Okay, that's all for my turn.
Okay. Yenfer, you're up before that, but whatever.
Oof, ruined.
See, what's the space in between? Oh no, Siri, don't do this to me.
Do it, Siri.
Okay. Dang, Siri. I'm gonna cast web. On on the center and far right toad.
Okay.
And it's Dex save 14.
All right. 16 and 19. Holy shit, they're rolling real well. But that area is still webbed, I believe, yes?
Yes. Oh, I'm sorry. It's each creature that starts its turn in the webs or enters it during its turn must make that saving throw. So I think it's whenever their turn starts.
Gotcha.
My bad.
And next up is the toads. So I'll just make those rolls again. Go with the top one. Natural 1. So the top one is stuck in the web. Next one is 16, so he's good.
So I'm gonna, as a reaction to seeing one of the toads make the save, I'm gonna use Frontal Shift to force a reroll, and the target
Oh,
must
shit.
use the result
Okay.
of that second roll.
That's cool.
Nat 20.
Ooh.
You see the toad like look excited for a second and then disappointed and then real happy. So he does not have much movement, so he is going to move forward and get about there as he just kind of hunkers down and looks ready to chomp anyone that gets nearby. See him licking his lips with a giant tongue. The other one will do the same. Yeah, he can't get any closer, and that'll end his turn. Next up, we have Tulip.
Oh, I've been waiting for a good fight. And I am going to run myself up to Frog. Toad.
As you get within 5 feet of it, he is going to make a chomp attack against you.
Bring it.
18 to hit.
Miss it. Wait. Ah, just hits.
Oh, does it really?
Yep.
Then you will take 4 points of damage and 3 points of poison damage.
Ooh.
And I would like you to make a strength saving throw.
I rolled a 15.
You do not get chomped in his mouth. You're able to slip out before he's able to chomp down on you.
Well, good. Because that wouldn't have been fun to be chomped on.
You don't know that. You don't know what's going on inside that big belly of his.
I mean, I guess that's true. Well, in that case, does that mean it's my turn now?
It is, yeah. No, it's his prepared action.
Oh, wait, they can't prepare actions. That's something that I get to do. I am going to, as a bonus action, cast. Yeah, we'll do that for now. I'm gonna cast Divine Favor on myself as a bonus action, which gives me 1d4 radiant damage if I hit any creature on my turn. And then I'm going to say, open up, and swing my hammer at his face for
It's Moneymaker.
15 to hit?
15 will hit.
Yay! And since I hit him, I'm going to spend a spell slot to do an additional 2d8 of damage with my smite attack. And I will roll that now. Oh, 1. So that's 10, 13 points plus 2, 15 points of damage to the toad.
He takes
He's a
15
toad.
points of toad damage.
How you like them apples, Toad? And then
Yeah, this hammer smacks across his face, kind of like dislodging one of his eyes momentarily as it slips back into place. But little blood starts to trickle out of it.
and I'll hold up my shield in his face and say, and that'll end my turn.
All right. Next up, we have Philbius.
All right. Philbius will run in, counter to Tulip here. Hopefully get a little flank advantage. And is going to take an attack.
Yeah, you'll get advantage for that.
All right. Come on, sneak attack. Don't fail me now. That's a 23 to hit.
That'll hit.
All right. So I'll be sneak attack. Oh, and I rolled ones on the bonus dice. So that's just 6, 7, 8, 11 points of slashing damage.
Well, this thing is leaking at this point. Leaking all sorts of fluids. None of them you want to see leaking out of a toad. Anything else?
I think could like can't dodge with this thing with my cunning action, can I? No. I'll just stay there and that'll be my turn.
Okay. Next up is Zara.
Okay. I'm gonna run in. I'll cast what's that spell? Sacred Flame at the toad they're attacking. So it needs to make a dex saving throw of 14.
It does not make it.
Okay. And it is going to suffer 4 points of damage.
All right. This divine light pierces from the sky into the top of this toad as you just see smoke start to peel or pour off of it. It smells like chicken.
And then as my bonus action, I am going to cast Philele and take my staff into 2 hands.
All right. Next up, if that's the end of your turn,
Yeah.
is Yenfer.
Okay, I am going to cast Vortex Warp.
Ooh.
Nice.
Stay in school, kids.
Stay in school.
Stay in school. And I'm going to cast it on this toad guy here, the one that's furthest, and I am placing that toad in the web.
Oh, nice.
So smart.
Like right there.
Perfect. And we will resolve that on his turn.
He gets a save, doesn't he, for...
Oh,
I mean, not to bust your bubble.
Yeah. No, you're right. Sorry. First time Vortex Warp user. It's a con 14.
10. He does not make it.
Even beautifuler.
Will that be the end of your turn?
That's the end of my turn.
Odessa, you're up next.
All right, so Odessa is going to try to use her catapult yet again, but this time she's going to be a little smarter about it. Oh, maybe she can't because they're in a different spot now. That's okay. In that case, Odessa's going to run over here to this one that is not in the web, and she is going to green flame blade it.
Ooh.
Which we'll see. Yeah, so I'm just gonna do an attack on it. Melee attack. It's too dark for me to see what I just rolled. Oh, 17. So
That'll hit.
Okay. And so that's 1d8 damage. And I think that's the only one I can hit within range. So that's gonna be 5 damage. It's not very exciting.
All right. This thing's looking
Um,
real bad.
Yeah, that's all I got, I think.
Okay.
Oh,
Next
stop.
up is the toad. You just did the most recent damage on it, so he's going to try and take a little chomp on you.
Okay. Sorry,
Um,
got neighbor dog barking.
6 to hit. Oh wait, 6 to hit.
6 does not hit.
All right. The other two toads will attempt to make their way out of the webbing. Dexterity saving throw. Is it beginning of their turn, I believe? Yeah.
Yeah, start of the turn.
7 ain't gonna do it. 17 will. So we'll go with the top one. I can only really make it to about there. Man, these things do not move very much. Let's see, they got speed 20 feet. Oh wait, they have a standing leap. Is jumping, that's like an action or something, wouldn't it be, right? Yeah.
Sure. It's
Yeah.
just your movement.
Oh, is it? Well then, unless they mean the 20 feet. Oh, fuck it, he's gonna do it. He's gonna jump it. Other other toads didn't know they could jump. He's gonna go here, and he's going to make a chomp on a death save. 23 to hit. Will 23 hit? Odessa?
I
Odessa?
think that's safe to say yes.
All right. Yes,
Let's say yes.
yes, it does. I couldn't unmute quickly enough. But yes. Okay.
So you'll take 7 points of piercing damage, and also 5 points of poison damage.
Wow. Wait, 7 and 5.
Yeah, and could you please make a strength saving throw?
Okay. That's gonna be 18.
18. You do not get chomped up. Much like Tulip, you kind of use the toad's slickness to kind of get away from the chomp, and you break free of it.
Yeah.
And that will be the
slide around it.
that will be the toad's turn. Next up is Tulip with Philibus on deck.
First things first, I'm gonna try to finish off this guy in front of me by smacking him in the face with my hammer and say, "One more time, baddie, open up." And I rolled a number to hit 23.
Oh yeah, that hits.
Yeah, it does. And I rolled, oh man, why did I roll so shitty? What is that, 5 plus 2, 7 points of damage.
How would you like to do this?
Yeah, I grab my hammer and poke it in the eyeball with the end of it, and then as it's distracted, just come down over top and squash it.
The old faint and
Make sure to
slam.
save its tongue.
And I say, ribbit. And then I run. Seeing Odessa get chomped, I'm going to run over to 4. Run over right here behind this one and say, "Hey, Pokey Pokey, I beat your friend," and then I'm going to poke him in the butt as a taunt, and he's going to have to make a DC 14 Wisdom saving throw.
19.
Well, my taunt did not work.
Toads are rolling amazingly well. They have shit stats, but I've gotten lucky with these rolls.
Oh
He is
well.
not impressed. In fact, like the little poke in the butt seems to have made him a little bit angrier.
Okay. And that'll end my turn.
All right. Next up, we have Philibus with Ara on deck.
Philbius. Let's just rinse and repeat. I've got blood on my rapier. Let's get some more. I'll do another flank attack on this one.
Is this a beanbag rapier or a full-blown rapier?
It's a full-blown rapier. We're
Whoa.
not kidding around here. Oh yeah, advantage. So it's a 16 to hit.
That'll hit.
Excellent. And with sneak attack, that's math. 15 points of slashing damage.
Damn. Piercing damage.
Not with my rapier.
Oh. Whoa. Fancy.
Yeah.
I thought rapiers were piercing. Is it something special?
Pretty sure they're slashing, but one of the two.
No, it doesn't matter either way. Oh, these guys don't have any resistances or anything.
Oh, it is piercing. You were correct.
Will that be the end of your turn?
That will be the end of my turn.
Right.
Yeah, that'll be my turn.
Ara's up next.
Okay. I'm going to run up to this one and whack it with my staff. Let's see here.
This may be the first time in any game I've ever seen a druid actually hit someone with this shillelagh weapon.
Hey, it's a great low level spell.
Oh, it is.
I think Cedra used her shillelagh quarterstaff once or twice.
Yeah.
There we go.
All right, the 23 to hit.
23 hit.
11 damage.
Damn. This thing is bloodied for
You
sure.
leave my friends alone.
It kind of glares at you. Ribbit. Next up is top of the round, Yenfer.
Yenfer is going to hold their action, depending on if they see the toad in the web break the restraint of web. If they break the restraint, then Yenfer will be casting a spell.
Okay.
And I pass my turn.
Okay. Next up is Odessa.
Okay. Odessa will jump over here. She knows she might take a attack of opportunity
She will.
from that toad.
22 to hit.
That will hit.
6 piercing and 2 poison damage.
Okay. Ouch.
And could you please make a strength saving throw?
Oh gosh, again? They get that in reaction?
They got big mouths.
On
Oh,
every
another natural
hit.
20.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
That's cool.
Yeah, as he's like chomping down, he actually like shoots you out a little bit further with the slime that he's coated in now.
So I'm gonna use my that catapult spell again, but now I've got the two frogs lined up, or the toads lined up. And so I'm hoping they both have to make dexterity
Oh,
saving
nice.
throws, or first one does, and then if they don't hit, then
Next one will. All right. First
yeah.
dexterity saving throw. 8, so I'm sure that'll miss.
Yeah, it will hit the 14 with the target, so it will hit the first one. Which means it takes 3d8 damage. It takes 12 points of damage.
How would you like to do it?
Whoa.
This catapult, like the stone that I picked up for it, is like it just like goes and sinks right into the head of the frog, and it just topples back and then gets stuck in the web that it's at the edge of, and just sort of like turns into goo.
As its long tongue unfurls out in front of its body, it falls over dead.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Didn't hit the mouth, just the brains.
Next up is the toad, who will attempt to break out of his binding. 16.
That does it.
Oh, and Odessa will move back over here, actually, at the end of her turn.
Okay. Does that trigger something?
It does. I'd like to cast Firebolt.
Oh shit! All right.
Oh.
Yeah. Is that a saving throw?
It is a hit DC. It's 17.
That'll hit.
Okay. And because web is flammable, does it also take that burn damage? That web gets burned off? Does it take-
Sure, I'll say so, but it'll burn the webbing away around it, so it won't
Yep.
be web, but it'll take an additional 1d4 damage.
Let me see. It says 2d4.
Okay, that works.
Okay. So it's gonna be this, and then it's going to be and I need to pull the log because I missed it. 6 damage.
All right. All right, this toad is slightly light as it burns off the goo around him. And since he is now free, he's going to make a jump that looks like the only person he could hit while getting out of the goo. He'll make an attack at who's the smaller of the two of you, Ara or Tulip.
I mean, I'm a Kender, which is similar to Halfling.
I'm human sized.
Definitely
me?
jumping on the halfling. Yep. You're smaller, therefore easier to hit in his mind. 17 to hit.
Not today, and I shove my
Ooh.
shield in its mouth as it tries to bite me.
It chomps down, pulling its mouth back. That will end its turn. Next up, we have Tulip with Philbius next.
Are these fey creatures?
You don't believe so. They just look like giant creatures.
Okay. Hold on. I have a thing I want to do, but I can't see where it is. Oh yeah, sure. Why not? I'll use my action to cast Nature's Wrath and help my child go potty, but he needs to make a DC 14 Dex or Strength saving throw.
18 for the strength.
I'm gonna use Chronal Shift as a reaction.
Oh, what's that?
Oh.
I'm using Chronal Shift as a reaction to that roll, as long as that toad is 30 feet within my character, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's Chronal Shift do?
It just the target must you have to re-roll and then use the second or
Gotcha.
use the result of the second roll.
10.
Haha! It fails.
Nice.
Good looking out, bro. Time reverses as it like breaks the web, and then we go back in time again, and it catches it with like a bunch of vines, and it is restrained, and it can repeat those saving throws at the end of its turns. And then as a bonus action, I am going to like lift up my tongue enough that it can see my mouth, and stick my tongue out at it and go meh, and make it make a wisdom saving throw.
So does your tongue stick out of your mask just a little bit?
No, I lifted it up. There's no mouth hole
okay.
in my mask, so I have to lift it up just to
Gotcha.
my face.
Okay. And he makes a strength saving throw?
No, a wisdom saving throw, also 14.
Just hit 14.
Ah, boo. All right, I tried. And that'll end my turn.
All right. Next up is Philbius.
All right, Philbius will keep on doing what he's doing. Round 3 of coming around for a advantage slash. Okay. Ah. Oh no. That's an 11 to hit.
11 just hits.
Oh
You have an AC of
yeah.
11.
Nice. All right. It's 21 points of
Holy
piercing
shit.
damage.
Wow.
Wow.
It is very bloodied. Still hanging in there, but not looking great.
Sounds good. I'll end my turn there.
All right. Next up
There.
we have Ara.
So Laylee.
Mobius doesn't play.
Let's see here. That's an
I'd say you get advantage.
18
I mean,
plus 6.
he's pretty
Oh,
surrounded. Yeah, if you wanted to.
advantage?
Yeah, if you'd like it.
Okay, yeah, 18 plus 6.
Okay. That'll hit.
And then 10 points of damage.
How would you like to do it?
Oh, okay. Yeah, the shillelagh comes down and the vines sort of wrap around and choke his life out.
Nice.
Making that tongue come out, making it
Yes,
very easy to remove.
Exactly. See, I got my eye on the harvesting already.
Like Jabba the Hutt being strangled in the tongue.
Yeah.
Just, blah.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'd say
Chop the tongue off.
with little work, you guys are able to get the tongues off of these creatures fighting in the dead of night. You're able to make it back to Hagatha. There we go. And you hand them over to her. She takes some of the flowers that you had given her and pulls some of the petals off and kind of sprinkles it over the fairy's body and wraps them in these tongues.
The tongues are so big. I'm imagining like 3 of these tongues, like each of them with being like 9 feet long or something.
And the
Just
tiny
being like
little fairy.
totally wrapped up, this tiny little fairy.
It's just like a basketball size.
Yeah.
No, we'll find out in an hour or so, but the tongue should remove all of the poison from the fairy.
I hope so.
And as time passes, you are able to fill the time with chitty chat with Hagatha and catch up on all that she's been up to out in the swamplands.
All the swamp goss.
All the swamp goss, all the hot swamp goss. And he eventually pulled the tongues off of the fairy, and he is looking quite better as his wing seems completely repaired. Still seems very tired, but I can't help but thank you all. You saved my nephew. Yes,
Yeah.
thank you. You've saved my life. I
Wow,
owe
this
so much to the children of all sounds, but especially yours. You'll all be getting silver pieces.
Whoa.
Oh,
Justice does
that's
pay.
cool.
We saved your life. I think it's worth
Yeah.
a gold, don't you?
Do you even have teeth, Philbius?
No,
No.
this is
I don't have any teeth, no.
I'll bring you something extra special.
Thank you.
So you don't feel left out. Check under your pillow in a week.
Aw, that's cute.
Sylvius is gonna be awake for like the next week, just just suddenly realizing how weird it is. Like having never had teeth before and dealt with it, and been losing baby teeth, just like they're gonna sneak into my home in the middle of the night and like put them under my pillow. Not on my watch.
Yeah.
And tell Timmy I'll come back tomorrow for his tooth. Please give
Okay.
him a pillow and maybe a clean one.
We will.
Yeah, I'll give that back.
It'll be dirty as soon as he gets his hands on it. He oozes when he sleeps. He's quite
true.
gross.
He's
It's true.
icky.
I don't care how much his hands.
Parents like that.
I don't care how much his hands fidget or how much he oozes. He has the most magnificent teeth.
That's true.
Mm.
Can't have it all, I guess.
It's the only thing that keeps me alive are these teeth. I can't tell you how much I appreciate it.
Well, your thanks should also go to Hagatha, who saved the day again. Thanks, Hagatha.
And just spread the word. The solvers are here to solve your cases.
I'll let everyone in the Fae know.
All right.
Oh, Fae investigation.
Yeah, we're gonna
Yeah.
expand into the Feywild.
I'd love to go say.
I want to go on a
So
Fey trip.
exciting.
Yeah.
My parents were thinking of sending me away. Maybe if I just went to the Feywild.
Yeah.
And you see these tiny little fairies take flight and fly back to their log.
Bye.
Thank you.
Don't forget
Bye.
not to kill the tadpoles.
Sorry,
What?
grounding you.
Well, awesome, guys. I'm sorry that ran a little bit late, but I'm glad that wrapped up very well.
Well, that's pretty fun.
Yeah.
That was
That was
Sure.
awesome, Evan. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
of course.
fun.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
Let
Thanks for reading it.
let Mark play every once in a while.
Yes.
So I can roll terribly like usual when I'm a player.
Uh-huh.
I got a couple decent ones.
I actually rolled incredibly well for these toads, which I thought was pretty amazing.
Yeah.
You guys did avoid a will o' the wisp fight, which
Ooh.
could have been a potential had you gone for the cat
Ooh.
bag.
Oh, that would have
Yeah.
been, yeah.
Interesting.
But yeah, that was
Yeah.
awesome. That worked out a lot better. I had like minimal written, and then when I came back, I was like all flustered. I'm like, I just need like a moment to chill out for a second. Like,
Yeah.
Totally.
That's the way to do it.
yep.